Halo, welcome to YouTube Kresa. Langsung aja ke Dota ya. Bye, mic off. Rusak. Welcome to YouTube Kresa. Langsung aja ke Dota ya. Bye, mic off. Rusak. Welcome to YouTube Kresa. Welcome to YouTube Kresa. Welcome to YouTube Kresa. Welcome to YouTube Kresa.
Crixenes. I.
Hear me! I speak for the Shades!
That is not exposing battle.
Of
How
you,
can this be?
the final hill.
You summon the summoner. Crushing void.
Be bound!
I return.
That was not wise. Kill is the cure.
My words of power go unheard. I sleep with the mist for more.
I'll never yield.
To my
Storm
ancestors,
of
I
shadows. Chilling assault. Distill. Full. All in ashes. That stain going dark. Excuse me.
And nothing more.
What a frozen beast! There is no team in Axe.
How did you?
Gotcha! No!
Precious crown, cold. Shadows. Come to blood. The cruelest cut. Power, go unheard.
You caught your limit.
There must and what come dark. Axe dies. Spawn of shadows.
That was careless.
Come and get it. To me! Here, a hero dies! Axe dies! going dark.
We weren't finished!
The cruelest cut. And also axe is not axe.
No!
Loose nut behind the sibling. Death cuts both ways.
Of shadows.
Let's change the plans.
Power.
5 seconds remaining. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. 10 seconds remaining. Radiant team's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. Dire team's turn to pick.
Beastmaster.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team's turn to pick.
Chaos Knight.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team's turn to pick.
Dazzle.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
A cool place to be. Nice. It's lost in thought though. Here's business, here's draft going on.
This is my first Dazzle that I've gotten to see in Pro Dota.
Yeah.
I think in like what, 3 years.
Puppy's like probably, oh, can we make this position 4 axe or 5 work against Dazzle? We already picked our offlaner.
Do we need an ancient apparition?
It's something that is just, it's untapped a little bit too, because also it's gotten the buffs. The shard at 15 minutes is very strong.
Radiant team's turn to ban.
They will end up going for the Razor, so that's 2 cores early on. That's not very common.
And Razor can be very strong versus CK unless you start falling behind, and then CK just one-shots you with Phantasm.
Depends who gets the first jump.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Tundra, they
10
do have
seconds
ways of
remaining.
resetting things, especially with Dazzle. You mentioned Puck. I think that's
5
going to
seconds
be
remaining.
probably a ban coming out from Tundra because he's very elusive. These two heroes don't provide any lockdown,
team's turn to
and
ban.
Puck makes his life miserable.
Until 15 minutes. Then there's a Hex from a Poison Touch. He just clips you, and you miss the dodge on the
Is
face.
it 175 now?
2 seconds.
2 seconds now?
It's strong.
It is strong.
It got buffed up a lot. I'm just curious to see what the big appeal versus like the Beastmaster is too, because I know
seconds
CK
remaining.
versus Beast, it's similar to like how it used to be. You know, you get these nice
5
crits on the
seconds
boards.
remaining.
It's really hard to play versus. You also have built-in sustain, so you deal with the axe spam that we've seen popularized.
Radiant team ban.
Since it is
Dire
Tundra
team
Esports, obligatory, can Dazzle go mid?
I mean, yeah, I guess so.
But not likely.
Probably no.
I like that both of you have to still think about it.
I like it more as a core personally.
I mean, you see
but
Tundra
I
is
don't
like
know.
9.
seconds remaining.
Has he been theory crafting? Like, is he gonna
Yeah.
play
5
something
seconds
very
remaining.
awkward on the mid lane? So it's always a possibility. Like, first time he brought out Keeper of the Light, people are like, what?
What's this guy doing? We got a Viper and a Bow removed from the pool on the side of Team Secret,
Radiant
and
team's
Tundra
turn
has
to
just
ban.
removed the Io and now
Dire
the
They'll get
Puck
rid of the
as
Puck.
well.
Yeah, I think you have to. I like the Viper ban. I think we've seen that one a lot. The Viper versus Razor, where the Razor's linking him and then he
Yeah,
just
you
gets
just
hit
do
anyway and he
bandage.
dies anyway. So it's like we've seen that one so much, and we kind of assumed that these heroes would get banned in second phase just 'cause how strong they are. The Puck and the Viper. Bat also is one of those heroes that just
10 seconds remaining.
takes over games too hard, especially versus something like Razor. Can't kill them all game.
5 seconds remaining.
Bat also is one of those heroes that just
10 seconds
Mercy ban
remaining.
takes over games too hard.
Mercy ban indeed.
What are the other like Dazzle counters? I'm trying to think. I haven't seen this hero being picked in like
Dire
a
team's
year or
turn to
plus.
pick.
Because he was not
Radiant
touched.
team's
Like, I
turn
don't
to
think
pick.
we've seen Dazzle during the major either. Okay, so they're shifting things around, it seems. I don't think 4 Weaver is that good anymore. Maybe I've been watching a lot of South America. They still do position 4 Weaver. They also do offlane Weaver. So wherever Razor
10
is
seconds
going,
remaining.
like this might be the matchup for Weaver to be able to break the link, and you don't
5
care too
seconds
much about it. They
remaining.
still have no silences, and now this like Puck even makes more sense.
It's a lot of minus
Radiant
armor that's
team's
going to be
turn to
coming
pick.
out from Weaver and Dazzle. So clock, that's one.
That's one.
That's a dazzle, anti-dazzle, right? So vision, control, and also just getting on top of the dazzle is important. So Clockwork definitely fits that. Doesn't provide too much versus CK as the game progresses, but also it can be decent versus Weaver.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
You think there's a possibility this Clockwork goes mid?
No, I don't think so.
For Team
Dire
Secret? I
team's
wouldn't say
turn
so.
to pick.
No. I think the clock
yeah.
Razor lane, we've seen this one so many times that I feel like it's just going to be that as a standard.
Oh, now
Ooh.
it's like I think something like a Void Spirit. They have literally no real lockdown. You're not afraid of anything.
Void Spirit on side of Tundra.
10
Yeah.
seconds
Yes.
left. Decided?
Something
feels-
elusive.
That
good
is
to
very
play.
standard for 9 to play.
5 seconds
But he
remaining.
does play it, of course. Something.
Radiant team ban.
It will be the Alchemist,
Okay.
though, that comes out
So-
for Tundra.
You know who else has been playing Alchemist in pubs? 33.
Hey.
He's playing it off lane as well too. And we just mentioned minus armor. Dazzle, Weaver, Alchemist, Acid Spray.
Yeah.
Dazzle mid. He gives him mags. Like
It resets the
10 seconds
BKB
remaining.
of his teammates and everything too. Yeah.
Could be.
I mean, there's a lot of potential for Dazzle, so
5
it's definitely up in
seconds
the air right
remaining.
now. But yeah, I've seen 33 been playing Alchemist quite a lot.
You want to complete the lineup with the minus armors for Tundra with a Vengeful Spirit? What else removes or minuses armors?
There's a
Sorry.
lot of heroes.
Dire team's turn to ban.
Right now, they're lacking team fight though on the side of Tundra, so I see them banning out Kunkka.
they need a hero that can buy time until Alchemist gets his levels and items. It's a lot
10
of global
seconds
presence
remaining.
from Team Secret, having Clockwork, Zeus, Beastmaster, providing
5
vision. So
seconds
like
remaining.
vision game this time around is much better on Team Secret.
I'm glad they had got the Zeus, to be honest. I don't know why their lineup, for me, was feeling gonna lack a massive amount of damage. So I feel like having that is always gonna at least balance things a little bit and helps you scout. Dazzle has damage for Weaver, but if it is this Weaver support, then I don't think he cares too much about me playing into the Zeus.
There's a lot of flex potential on Tundra's side.
Right now, I think it is 33 Alk. CK is carry. I don't know if Dazzle's gonna be mid or 5, and Weaver likely a 4, but like we said, open still.
Yeah. And taking their time to think about what could be fitting into Team Secret's lineup. The bans on the side of Tundra are coming in very slowly. What does Team Secret need? I mean, obviously you guys have mentioned lockdown already.
I think they need either 4 or 5. Both of their 4 and 5 players like can play the Clockwork. I think Razor Clockwork feels really good to play because you have a kill threat coming up from your safe lane. One of the heroes that like just go in and is not afraid to trade, like has insane strength gain as well on top of that. So looking for position 4 for Zayats, I would say.
10 seconds remaining.
What if they switch things up and get Timber and then put the Zeus support? I mean, it's versus Alk and TK. I mean, there's a lot of minus armor, but like it's all physical, really. There's actually no magic damage on Tundra right now. It's a complete physical damage draft.
Overall, last pick does go the way of Tundra, so they could potentially fix that with the last pick.
They can, absolutely. That's true.
Dire team ban.
Kotzo will be the last ban coming out from Team Secret. They also are maybe questioning a little bit where everything's gonna get played on the side of Tundra. And Tundra did ban out the Doom, and we have seen Zayach play Doom twice, so they are at the moment thinking maybe also still position 4 to come out with the last pick.
It's more likely.
5 seconds
Nisha's probably
remaining.
playing the Zeus because there's not really any, there's no real gap close versus the Zeus right now, so it does look like it can be a strong Zeus game.
Zayach, of course, a position 4 player that is mostly known for his Tree and Protector and his techies. Just putting that out there.
Tree is on the rise too. I don't know if people watching China, it's getting picked, first 2 picked, and yeah, they'll ban the Timber. I actually think it was a godly Timber game.
Call. Because everything they have is physical.
Yeah, you won't kill him, and then he'll kill your CK in your alcohol game, even if they do get farmed. So removed both percentage based.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Something just still tells me I want them to have more damage on the side of Secret. I don't know. I don't feel like the Zeus is enough, even though like Zeus tends to be enough. But
like if you need more damage, I'd say like Snapfire 4. Is she available still?
She is. I was thinking the same thing.
Or something like Tusk is okay, where you have like another save. You don't care about the tankiness because like tag team does give you ability to kill whoever pretty much. I like the Snap, being able to push people out of the trouble. So far they have like 2 stuns. They have Alchemist and CK. These stuns are very difficult to execute. And I feel like Snapfire deals okay with CK later on.
now we mentioned Tree. I like Tree. It's all physical damage. Living armor looks amazing, but maybe it doesn't give them like the damage that they do need. So
Dire
does
team
give them an overgrowth potentially.
it's gonna be the techies. It's one of the 2. Okay.
I mean, I'm happy I mentioned it, but I did not expect that to come out. So it's been a long time since people that have watched the Western European division.
All right, look at this man.
He's
Look at him.
hyped up.
He's talking. He's like, yeah, this is a god tier techies game. I'm gonna own.
He's like, I can suicide the backline. I have AoE damage. Also, Taser. Taser's really nice versus CK versus
5 seconds
Phantasm.
remaining.
There's nothing you can itemize to deal with Taser for your illusions, so you're gonna get disarmed twice back to back as it explodes too. Can be cool. I mean, it can be really cool, especially because they have the vision aspect already in their game, so he can always scout where the dazzle is. He can be that burst.
When you say cool, is it cool good or just cool funky?
No, good.
Okay.
Yeah, good.
Winter Wyvern there last.
Huh.
9 playing dazzle?
I want to see the rolls.
9 Winter Wyvern.
He's Wyvern again. He's back to the Wyvern. Okay. They don't really have the best of ways to get on him. I mean, they have, like we said, the clock and the beast, but you just click Q and fly away.
And you can stop Razor from using a BKB. That's a good way to disrupt the fights. Soxa picked up Weaver 4.
That means a 33 alch for sure.
The important thing is that you now have somebody to give the Aghanims to, right? Because we used to see the Alchemist offlane sometimes too. You give mid-Wyvern and Aghanims, it untaps.
Okay, that's the strat,
right? I think that's what they're going for.
And you get what? Your first item is probably going to be like a Witchblade
on the Wyvern, then probably.
Witchblade into BKB potentially to be able, or like even Force Staff sounds good against Razor.
Yeah, bots, Witchblade, BKB, and you get gifted the Aghanims. And
I always like Tundra because how creative they are with their drafts, and 9 is back on Wyvern, and there's also on the other side the signature Zayat's Techies.
Yeah.
Like this is going to be a very hype game.
Yeah, I agree. I think right now the Alchemist is also just a ridiculous hero that people are having a lot of trouble dealing with. And I think this is one of those games where he could just get left unchecked, and he just sits in the jungle, gets to gift out these Ags. So for me, I like theirs, but there's an untapped hero. I mean, there's a Techies in the game that can just break everything.
What's gonna get broken this game? Is it Team Secret Spirits, or is it Techies breaking Tundra? We're finding out together with ODPixel and T-Gov.
Thank you, Steve. Yeah, it should be an exciting one here. Game 1 of Secret versus Tundra. We've got a lot of fun from this, Josh. And for the most part, Secret, though, keeping it kind of standard. But indeed, they let Zayat have his bread and butter. This glory pick of the Techies, one of his classic heroes. And Tundra, on the other hand, overall, going for a new sort of Tundra approach. Once again, bringing innovation here in the draft.
I mean, this game's so exciting. We've got the Techies, and you got some Dazzle, then you got the return of the Winter Wyvern, the Alch offlane. Is it going to be an Alch offlane that gives Ags? Is it going to be an Alch offlane that's playing like fight, like unanswered questions that we're going to have to find out in this game? Oh, I don't know. I'm just excited to see this one.
Yeah, let's get ourselves into the action, because we're certainly going to have a whole lot of that in this one as already. Off the bat here, we have the smoke up from Secret, ready to get out and look for some action. And sort of overall then, what's your heart telling you about this one, T? Are you looking at sort of Secret, sort of more standard draft, rounded up with this, you know, sort of star pick of the Zayat's Techies being superior, or do you look at Tundra's and feel that they're going to have something pretty smart going on?
No, I'm leaning on the smarts of Tundra a little bit here. I'm just, if there is going to be some Ags given to Winter Wyvern with the Witchblade, accelerate that timing. It's going to be so potent, the lack of lockdown, he might just run around the fight and just be so annoying, unlocking everyone else to have a great game. But on the flip side, Secret's lineup is so much damage. If they ever lock a hero down inside a Roar or Hookshot, they're gonna die to Zeus or Techie. So, both drafts are pretty fun.
They're gonna try and wrap around with the concoction.
30 seconds to
Puppy.
battle.
And there's the full 5-mana Secret here that Tundra would have to take the fight into, and they're respecting their power here. And Saxon, he's safe at the moment with that sentry down. We'll be able to get back out of this. And Secret should be able to secure themselves this bounty rune. Unless Saxon actually goes for another Jacuzzi play. They have the concoction, so they still want to keep threatening Secret.
Ooh, Chrysalis actually walks down into the river, so giving away that bounty rune as well. So 3 runes going towards Tundra after quite a nice little stalemate there.
All right.
Poking each other, nothing too crazy.
See what we get from the lane setups. Any surprises here with how we're getting the dual lane set up?
Don't think so. Just pretty much standard lanes. I think the most interesting thing is to put a really aggressive Dire Ward behind the tier 2 bottom. This is going to be one where he's just going to be grabbing some courier kills and just giving himself like a plan B in case the lane isn't too hot.
Let's see this mid matchup. 9 on the Wyvern against Nisha's Zeus. I mean, Zeus versus Wyvern. Which hero has the easier time harassing the other with the distance that both can throw damage out from?
And Zeus kind of has the favor for early on because he has 61 damage to Wyvern's 45, but both heroes soon become quite spam hungry heroes. Zeus nowadays goes for the max arc lightning plus the jump. Should be quite an even lane. to suddenly blowing up heroes non-stop, running throughout the game, having numbers advantage.
Look at this for Secret. I found a bit of a different place to play the lane here. Might actually get a kill out of it. Saxa.
Oh, he's stuck, yeah?
He's trapped in the cogs. He'll go down. Secret, they get first blood. Crystallis will go down in return. As 33 make sure that they get some sort of trade out of this one. But indeed, having to sort of come around as Secret to try and play the lane, as that's where 33 was able to pull it round to behind his tower.
I like how we're seeing teams now adapt to this because there's so many moves happening. Oh, wait, Puppy's got cogs and batteries, so it should be fine. Oh,
it's a lot of damage.
Please hold. Yeah, he's good. Oh, sorry, Crystallis. Gotta take these two creeps. They're trying to kill me. Getting fatter and fatter.
Saxa makes his way over towards the mid here around the water runes. Meantime, top lane, Skida again taking a lot of damage from the harassment of Ice and Zayats, but he's still farming fine. 21 CS here, matching the CS of Ice, both getting the same amount out of the top lane.
Yeah, good thing for him. He obviously had the Chaos Strike. It did get nerfed a little bit, you know, I think 4%, but still. Plus Dazzle, like, they have just enough to sustain to stay through this lane, but it's still a little bit difficult. Overall, Secret be pretty comfortable with how the lanes are going so far.
I'm going to see if they can chase down Ice.
Yeah, they're techie.
Some of the axes, but Snaking's done a really good job of setting up on this. Zayats will try and hold them off, but yeah, Snaking, I mean, he kept that poison touch going for at least, 30 seconds, I feel like. That was some great harassment there from Snaking, and Ice could not deal with it at all. Back down bottom, Saxa. Shikuchi. It's not going to save him. Plasma Field is there, but he did get the bugs out. And that combo with the damage of this concoction and the acid spray might cause the death of Crystallis. It certainly does. So Saxa may go down, but again, he's getting the bugs off, and he's setting off for 33 to come in and clean up a kill.
That's so much damage. When the bug stays on in that long, ticking up and getting more minus armor with the acid spray, then the concoction. Of course, it's physical damage on concoction.
Yeah, look at this.
Like, he's already got minus 12. Oh, minus 13 armor.
Do the maths there. 4 minus 14 is
10. Minus 10.
There we go.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Bottom lane again, back in action. Puppy, he goes down. We're really starting to see the physical output of these two. The Weaver and out off lane coming to its fruition. We'll see top lane. Like Secret, I'll try for Skeeter. It's a lot of damage here off the combo. Zayats. Not quite enough. Oh, maybe he's Axis. He's actually turning around aggressively there to get a bit of lifesteal off the board. He's actually thinking of running back in on this. He's going to get in on top of Zayats. They'll look to take him down. Skeeter will lose his life for his efforts there. Ice able to find the trade, but we're still... Yeah, Skeeter, he didn't want to run. He wanted to get in and get a kill. Bottom lane, the action continues.
Just keep fighting.
On to 33. Puppy tried to control him with the cogs. Good body blocks here, along with the battery assault. Keeping him in range of Crystallis. The Thunder God's Wrath, 33's got a concoction ready to throw out. And with that, combined with the Magic Wand charges, he's able to walk away from the two of them.
It's an offlane Alchemist who's nearly level 7 at minute 6. The fact that he got that solo kill underneath his tier 1 tower, then he got, again, another solo kill on the Razor. Like, he's been given these absolute freebies that now he's just kind of commanding the lane. And they even throw out a Zeus ult. They're trying to kill off the Alch, and it just didn't really do anything. Your first Zeus ult hit, he himself only just hit level 6, give or take. That is not the entry you want to the game on a Zeus.
See, Puppy has caught Saxa. Same time in the mid, Curse being used to see if he can take down Nisha. 9 diving in on it, but Nisha's ready to turn, and Zayats has turned up. 9 running away with a haste stream, but Zayats is able to jump in, finish him off. Back in the jungle again. It was just what sort of the same situation, right? Saxa dies, but in his death, he's set up for 33 to be able to walk over and get another solo kill for himself. So again, continue to soak up this XP as the Alchemist.
I could do with more.
He's not revealing anything either on this Alchemist. His quick buy isn't saying what type of Alch he's playing. He's got Phase, Soul Ring, Wand, sure, the 3 casual branches just for the, the Tundra stat value. I'm excited to see what type of Alch he's going to bring out here.
Look at the Crystallis. The concoction. Want to dive in on this. TPs are coming in. They're not going to be able to finish off Crystallis this time round. Puppy turns up. 33 and Saxa will have to hold back.
My thanks.
Already 5 to 6 here, 7 minutes in. Both teams ready to bring the action. There we go. Queued up now. We're going for the Radiance. 33.
Oh, okay. So he just wants to become a core in himself. Pretty greedy, but when you see Tundra's lineup, if all 3 of these cores actually become like heroes and none of them are being sacrificial, Secret's only got a Razor, realistically. Zeus to some degree, but a BKB kind of removes him a little bit. So, yeah, Tundra just reading Secret's draft going, sure, if you want to come fight us, if you mess up one time, maybe twice, we're going to outscale you horrendously. Does give Secret a window, though, to be aggressive.
Once again, Saxa goes down. This time, 33 won't be able to go for the kill after he loses his support Weaver by his side. The Eye of the Storm out. Chrysalis was ready to fight. 3 has to back off. Top lane, Roar at the ready. They'll set up for Nisha to get a global kill this time with his Thunder God's Wrath. He'll take out Snaking.
It's a pretty good voice line, to be fair. Zayat's still on his tech. He's doing changing up his build. I checked his pubs. And yeah, he's been doing like Earn into Aether Lens or Earn into Yules. He's not been going for the E-Blade build that we've seen in like North America and other regions. Very much more utility style. So he still gets the Shard, of course, to be able to get that stun on his Suicide. Or Blast Off, sorry. But yeah, not doing the I'm 100 to 0ing every single hero style. Excited to see how this one plays off.
Top lane hard to go for Ice now.
What's Snaking?
Done.
Just in the river.
Looking pretty dead here with Nisha turning up. Able to get the Shallow Grave off in time, but Nisha will be able to right-click him down after it comes to an end. And good setup from Zayat. Zayat's definitely... it's been annoying here on the techies.
Yeah.
He's doing a lot of work here between the top and sort of the river area, making sure that Tundra... They can't really get aggressive on this part of the map when the techies is around, ready to return fire.
Yeah, if anything, he's securing the farm, right? He's saved his Zeus from that Winter Wyvern gank. Zeus gets to continue farming mid. He keeps his Beastmaster in lane just for his presence alone. So he's not being like jungle aggressive, but he's securing the early game farm. So when Beastmaster wants to play and join his team, he's not going to be, an item or so behind. Still a little bit difficult for Beastmaster to show in this lane top, though. Beast into CK, not the best matchup. Oh, should just be farming some stacks together.
I mean, all in all, this first 10 minutes, 8 to 6. Only the difference of under 1k gold. I mean, do you feel that one team's happy about sort of the opening to this game?
No, I think Tundra's having a great time right now. Your top lane's pushing out every wave, buying Armlet. Your Winter Wyvern's rushing Boots of Travel, so being a bit greedier. And see here, 33 on Alchemist. This is the off lane, farming like he's the carry. He's got Radiance. Once he gets to Radiance, all the items will just come flooding in. It'll be a Blink, the BKB. Might get an Axe later on, but it feels like he's opting to be more of a core than some utility. I'd be surprised if he went Radiance Axe. It'd normally be like Radiance, Blink, probably BKB. Then after that, it's do what you want.
We're going to try with the Raw top, but 9 is around.
They're beating on Dire's top.
See if he can do anything to stay Zayat's hit with the silence, but deep with the Phantasm. Skinner's able to dodge the silence. Still getting beat down pretty heavily underneath the tower. Snaking provides some safety. 33 trying to run down Zayat, but he gets caught out by the stun himself. Puppy in with a hook shot. 33's trapped in the cogs. He'll go down here. The Thunder God's Wrath does the job. 2 dead on Tundra. They've got to run. A Secret bringing a really good fight to this top lane. And once again, just sort of the moves from Zayat's definitely catching Tundra off guard.
Yeah, it's like death by 1,000 cuts, right? They're just non-stop poking, chipping. They weren't really committing too heavily to the engagement. But then when you saw Tundra misposition a little bit, CK behind tower, Grave used, out-running in, that split in positioning just unlocked Secret to step up and fight. And they didn't even need Razor that entire time.
Are those cracks in Dire's top tower? Dire Snow fortified their
Secret should be able to put some good pressure here with Ice top onto this tier 1 tower. 9 is going to TP back over. Doesn't want to lose the tier 1 quite yet.
Radiant's bottom
Secret.
tower's got
There's
warming up here, yeah.
The whole team ready to continue to pressure this top side as they're in for snaking. Now buy some time with the Shallow Grave. Chrysalis won't be able to continue to dive the tower, so this time he's able to walk it off. 9 has been found in the trees. As ISO sends the Hawk out, they have the vision. Straight in with the hook shot. 9's taken out. The Secret, they'll get the space to take this tier 1 tower.
And you gotta remember, before Wyvern gets Boots of Travel, Ags is zooming around the map flying. They got great heroes in Secret. The Clockwork Flare, a Zeus Salt, even the techies jump to some degree to then apply the slow sticky bomb. If they find the Wyvern, probably gonna get 100 to 0 before the items, start coming in. Puppy though, sacrificial lamb in bot lane. Gonna take it for the boys.
Yeah, came in to soak up a little bit of XP, and indeed with the 2 of them, more than enough catch to take down a solo Clockwork. Tundra, they should be able to finish this tower, keep sort of the state of the map even here, with both side lanes losing their tier 1s.
I think Puppy might be going for like a Vanguard or a Crimson. He's got the casual ring of health, and it's like a lot of physical damage.
It is a lot.
It could be a little side to help out the boys, but it's a very classic Puppy item on 5 to go. Well, here's a Clockwork, to be fair. The additional damage on battery assault, you can easily soak up a couple waves and buy these cheaper utility items after about 20 minutes or so.
Definitely feels like, as you say, at this point, Tundra getting away with the greedier moves. 33, 4k gold towards the Radiance.
But they're still in this point where they could... Okay, they are going for the Radiance. I was wondering if they were going to pivot because they've been losing some of these earlier fights. They have 2 options, which is either double down on the farm, continue with their current itemization, wait for them to hit 2-3 items to then take the fight, or Alk uses his gold, goes for the Ags, Witchblade complete on Wyvern, and then give yourself this 16-17 minute timing to play on.
Oh, top lane ice. Tried to go for the solo kill opportunity with the Raw and a bit of follow-up damage from the Thunder God's Wrath, but it wasn't enough. Saxa gets the time lapse off.
Zayas, he's staying in the area too. Just still the pressure applied. Ice doesn't go down top, so he continues to farm up. Clock, like you're seeing the position 5 just farm up the jungle. Poor Christus, he walks in trying to farm 2 camps. Puppy's like, sorry mate, I've already farmed them.
And he's got to get his Vanguard. Zayat, they're standing his ground, and they have to use the curse here to make sure that Saxa doesn't die to the techies.
Oh, he's so low. They are forcing a lot of rotations into this top lane. Again, like, jokes aside, Puppy is free farming this bottom wave. He's 400 gold from his Vanguard. Razor's happily farming up the jungle, 1 component away from BKB. They're kind of playing the map in a way which is once they get to Razor BKB, no matter what resources you have in your team, they need to look for a fight. So they're kind of just making sure that every hero at least has something. That's kind of like the vibe you're getting from how Secret's playing the map right now.
This camp will pretty much give it to... I mean, yeah, this is... it's going to be the fastest time you'll see on a position 5 clock getting a Vanguard, right, T?
I don't think you see Vanguards on clock ever. Maybe the off-lane clock. I know Dahuk picked up on a carry clock in a pub once, but yeah, I don't think we've really ever seen the Vanguard clock. I look forward to seeing that stat on the speed and the efficiency of his farming.
A taste of the good.
There we go. Puppy.
Oh, he's waddling over. Here we go. Moment of truth.
He's going to have his sights set on the action first.
Oh, okay. Oh, no, Puppy, the stat is so important. Your courier.
He's got it. Courier's picks up the Vit booster. It's on his way over.
Doesn't count for the stat though. It has to complete. So right now he's missing valuable seconds. He could be missing out on a world record right now.
Coming in.
Oh, where is his? Oh, he's sent his courier back to base.
He's probably picking up, some wards and a sentry.
You know, he's got to cover the fact that he's rushed his Vanguard. He's like, guys, I'm still supporting. I've got the wards coming.
I'm literally only looking at the courier right now, and it's just in base. Nope, it's parked in base. That's his Vanguard right there. He's hold.
It's keeping it hidden.
Yeah.
He's like, Puppy, you farming a Vanguard? He's like,
no.
no.
Oh, now he's bringing it out. Oh, there's going to be some wards, surely. No, this fight doesn't matter. The Vanguard's more important, I'm sure. Can confirm, he is bringing out with no wards or sentries. So, minus 30 seconds from the purchase.
Must be a bit of a fight here, tops. Saxa trying to close in onto Zayat. Hookshot's going to miss. Puppy missing there between the 2 of them, and now he's in a bit of a risky spot. Now put down the cogs. 33. He'll send the concoction straight over the way of Puppy. The rest of Secret's starting to back off. Puppy won't be able to escape. He goes down.
You read the needle.
With him and Zayat's taken out there as Tundra now at this stage more than happy to turn up and take the 5v5s the Secrets are trying to bring to them.
Quick update, the courier is now coming back with the Vit booster, still yet to get to Puppy. Okay, jokes aside though, Secret, these fights and engagements, once Tundra is grouped up as 5 underneath their own vision, they are incredibly tanky. Even though it's a core Wyvern, you have to respect this Cold Embrace, the Grave of the Dazzle, the innate tankiness of the Chaos Strike and CK, or the Alk with the Chemical Rage. There's so many things that Tundra utilize to survive fights. Oh, he's actually quite slow.
No, I guess as you said, well, there have been a few core games where we've had the Vanguard being picked up first for the core clocks.
I think this is...
But in comparison to support clock time.
Oh, 100% the fastest on a plus 5.
Saxa, time lapse on cooldown for a few seconds. It's taken down.
Yeah, and you see Secret, they're kind of getting to their timing right now. Zayat, he's 200 gold away from his shard. That's going to allow him some more team fight. He's going to have to really pack a punch. of course, that applies a stun, increases the cast range of his blast off, and increases the damage. So it's a lot of good things. Zeus, of course, picked up his shot as well. Like, yeah, they're hitting a decent timing now that the Raze has the BKB. They're really looking to probably just make a fight happen. Win a fight, go Roshan is probably the name of the game. But they need to do it under their own vision and their own initiation. If the fight in any way is poorly initiated, they are going to feel the pressure of how tanky Tundra is.
Smoke up for the Tundra. Indeed, as you see, 33 not quite having the BKB on him. It's on the courier.
This might be a difficult fight. Arcane Rune Zeus plus all the timings we just mentioned from Secret.
33 just punching the tower. He's got Chemical Rage still uncalled out.
He's got a BKB complete, yeah.
There we go. It's out and delivered.
God, what a beefy boy this offlaner is.
Radiant structures have been snow.
See what Secret can do about this. Puppy is going to go in with a hook shot. He ends up getting his way straight over towards the backlines. They turn straight on top of him as Puppy getting boiled low. The curse will be used to hold back Chrysalis through his BKB. Puppy goes down. Zayas jumping into the center of it all. He's bringing them low, but with his BKB. 33 is burning one of them besides. He got the mine down in time though. So still gets the double kill. Takes out the two of them. Concoction back up and thrown over the way of Ice. 33. He'll be able to clean up the Beastmaster as well.
What a perfect little jump from the techies there, but unfortunately for Secret, they weren't able to get deeper into the engagement.
Got some nice money there for 9 as well, taking out that Ancient.
And 9, he's actually going for his own Aghanim Scepter. But that fight was like the perfect example of how Tundra wants to take these engagements, right? Sure, you get the jump on both supports, but you have Winter Wyvern on the high ground, you are out parked in the middle of the fight with the Radiance ticking through, you got the BKB tanking up these spells. And it just gives 9 free passage to click them down. It's pretty difficult. Chrysalis, he did try at the very start to chase the Wyvern, but unfortunately it's just a little bit difficult. The Wyvern, of course, can just fly over the high ground, disconnect from the Razor Link, and at that point your carry is just a little bit too far away from the main body of the fight.
Yeah, and we see as well because of that single target lockdown that we had there, holding back Chrysalis through the BKB. He's going to play with the defensive build this game, BKB into Lincolns.
Yeah, he kind of has to right now. Like, there isn't a lot of BKB pit. Actually, there's only Curse. So if he can activate BKB, he has, you know, free reign to do whatever he wants during that BKB. Only the Winter Wyvern will be able to prevent that.
Invisibility.
Yeah, this Lincoln's, it gives them a way of at least being a bit more aggressive. But still, they need to find cleaner initiations, or at least, again, it's so difficult, right? Like, you hookshot perfectly into the Dazzle, but getting everyone else into that fight, it's so hard. Yeah, Tundra, they're going to be feeling quite confident right now. And now Blink Dagger picked up as well.
Yeah, 33 is terrifying in these team fights. I mean, how do they kill the Owl? Is there any sort of way through the BKB? Is it just sort of down to Chrysalis getting on top of him with a Lincoln and ultimate?
It's kind of like pre-BKB and ultimate, raw, Zeus ult techies, kind of that triple threat. You need to rely on the magic damage to blow him up.
They're going for Roche here, Secret. Ice is going to start it off with his summons, but it will be scouted out.
Tundra's very ready to fight this. They have all spells.
Zayas, he's going to get jumped to the side of things. He'll be taken out. Now, see if Phantasm popped by Skeeter. He's trying to lift the grave. It's going to come out. It's going to give a chance for Skeeter to keep on fighting. Cold Embrace of the Winner's Curse 9, keeping the area safe for Skeeter to be able to back off. They'll turn back in. 33 is in with the BKB. Takes down Puppy. Rocket Flare goes to where Skeeter, but he's able to live. Not quite enough damage to bring down this CK. Some great defensive plays from Tundra. Keep Skeeter alive.
They're going into the Roshan pit. Pretty ambitious. They didn't have the vision either. Tundra had already had the high ground advantage. Sure, the CK goes in, looks like he's low, but Cold Embrace, the grave as well, he just doesn't die. Pretty difficult. These moves, you need to respect the vision, or even just the positioning of these defensive supports. Yeah, Tundra, they continue to screw so large. Or CK got anyway. Yeah, Armlet Echo. He's looking for it.
Hard to start something here. 33 is back around. I'm going to farm up these juicy mug golems.
Puppy just yoinking a couple.
I mean, where would you imagine now 33 goes with his build after sort of these, you know, the core items done, the Blink, the Radiance, the BKB? And what's next on the menu?
You know, honestly, he can do whatever he wants. He could go for like a, I was gonna say an AC, but he just tapped it in, so I can't look cool. But yeah, like he can just continue being a core. Winter Wyvern's already put the Ags in, so just keep scaling. This Razor right now isn't really having much impact in the fight. Probably one of the lowest damage cores out of the 6 of them. And then if you put an AC on top of that, you're gonna mitigate his early damage from the static link, and just you don't need to buy Ags anymore. This is 33 is the carry for this team. Like that's it.
He's having a great time. 7-1 and 5.
He probably could just go like AC into overwhelming blink and just blink into the middle of the fight. And the clocks, the techies, if they're not in position correctly, they're going to be too slow to get back out, or they're going to have to quickly throw down spells defensively. This is not really the game plan Secret wanted with this lineup. They wanted to be able to dictate the early tempo of the game with Beastmaster, keep finding kills of clock techies, Zeus ult, and then Razor appear from the jungle, you know, triumphant with a couple items, and now they're falling victim.
I want that money.
There's free money. Look, that's so much money. You blink and then he's going to get another item. Oh, yep, 9. Very close to the Aghanims. 200 gold. Of course, if 33 has a really amazing game, he can give the Aghanims to 9 still, and then 9 can just set his own, return some of his economy. But that's, you know, 3-4 items down the line. Once 33's 9 slotted or something.
Dire's bottom tower.
Yeah, and I was going to say, if Tundra's sort of play has been anything to go by, this isn't a team that will find themselves with a lead and then sort of hang around.
No, yeah.
Once Tundra do start to get some, you know, sort of significant advantage, if they see a chance to close the game, they will.
Yeah, Secret, they're just scared to show in lanes now.
And 33 is going to start things onto Puppey. I'll be able to bring his He's out to the side with the hook shot. Hook shot 7 was the safety of Zayats. Puppey will live.
Yeah, if anything, if you're Secret, you're kind of baiting out these initiations. You want 33 to be blinking in there with a BKB. Punish the fact that BKBs are on this 90-second cooldown. Allow yourself to smoke up and find that fight.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They initiate, but they don't waste any spells. They don't waste any key items. And in doing so, Secret, they aren't able to make any progress on the map. They are farming whatever they've been given. And Tundra, they're going to respect the high ground of Secret. When you're playing into Techie, Beastmaster, Zeus, even the Rocket Flare of Clock, like these heroes,
that's a lot of spam.
They can delay the game for an eternity. Like we could be here for an hour, potentially 2 hours, if they really just park themselves on the high ground. Nowadays, that doesn't really happen. Teams play with some, you know, ruthless aggression, just dive and find them and kill them, but there is a small possibility that this game can last a long time.
And does that sort of do any favors for Secret if they can stall? You know, will it get easier at a point for them to push out and get on the aggressive, or just sort of look at what Tundra have around the Alchemist and feel that even if the minutes pass, Tundra likely to feel comfortable?
I mean, I feel like with a Beastmaster, you always don't mind playing later into the game, the opportunity to go aggressive and take buildings with any numbers advantages there. I think, yeah, Secret, they don't mind if the game goes much later. Yeah, Tundra, they keep poking, they keep trying to find something. 33, you know, winding up his concoctions multiple times. Not really able to find it. I'm just excited to see this Roshan fight. Who's going to be able to budge?
Oh, over in the mid.
He's got Ghost Scepter though. Can't break his own cogs now.
Well, they can still bring him back here with a rift. They will try and hook shut out, but he's not able to find a target. Meanwhile, over was the tier 2 top. Well, see, they did get in and were able to burst down Saxa.
Radiant's middle tower
23 attempting to chase, but not wanting to commit with the BKB here. Stay off to the side. He's got the full AC coming out into the courier. 26 minutes in, still continue to hit those and smash those timings here. 20k net worth on the Alk.
He got the AC. All right, what's he going to go for next? Always the exciting thing with Alchemist. Is it the overwhelming blink? Will he eventually now get an Aghanims for someone? I think once you've had this much farm as an offlaner, you just want to keep becoming a core. Oh, Nisha. Oh, he's just dying to the eventual chip of Wyvern. Oh, no.
Killing spree.
There we go. The power of the mid-Wyvern. Very safely, easily take him down from a distance there. Nothing that Secret could do to keep their mid safe. And further jump is going to be online now. Skeeter's got his BKB, sorry, his Blink Dagger on top of the BKB, so they've got multiple ways to just force themselves into the fight. He's going to get caught by the jump here. It's another kill.
Mega kill.
Tundra, 33, slowly burning him down with the Radiance. And now Tundra, with those 2 kills, they could look to go into the Roche themselves. They've got the minus armor to do it.
Yeah, this Roshan fight I was looking forward to just became a couple quick pickoffs and now a freebie. We might get to see Puppey go for a steal. You already see that, so it's kind of setting up to try and dodge that, or block it, sorry. Yeah, the Secret, this was the fight that they kind of needed to be ready for.
Fall into the dire.
Giving
More
away
money.
Aegis. How many Ancients have died now?
Was at least 3.
So I was at least 3, maybe
At
even
least
4.
3.
Yeah.
It's a fair bit of money that Tundra's been able to clean up from killing those. Oh, Skeeter. He's actually going to find Ice Ice Ice. He's got pretty deep here. He's got the backup of 33. Ice Ice Ice, he's dead for sure.
Back to bite you.
Yep. Wards win games. Tundra playing around them beautifully. Using the bottom vision to be able to find the Zeus with the Winter Wyvern. Then using that more aggressive ward in the top triangle
Top tower has fallen.
to find the Beastmaster. Yeah, with Aegis Vantage, this is the level of confidence you need to be able to walk into high ground. Like this Zeus, if you sit really far back and defend, sure it might be good for a couple seconds, but CK, you pop ult, you get on top. Secret, they don't have these innate saves in their supports. There's not like Force Staffs or Glimmers. They're very aggressive supports. You got Vanguards and Ghost Scepters and Vessels. Like these aren't the things that are going to be keeping your little old Zeus alive once you're jumped by the swarm of an Alk and a CK. Some might argue they also probably wouldn't help because the amount of damage that these two heroes will provide if they get on top of you is quite a lot, but still. Yeah, Tundra. Just very methodical gameplay in this one.
Radiant's middle tower shouldn't have to take
I feel like we've seen this many times before, so around this 30-minute mark where Tundra has a sizable lead and look to be just in complete control of the game.
They're also just not giving any opportunities for Secret to find a pickoff. In some games, you could argue that Clock and Techies together, they could just beeline to an enemy area, quickly find a kill with the Zeus ult on top, and then just retreat back. Sure, they died, but they forced TPs. Like we've yet to see that level of aggression because Tundra is just sweeping them up the entire time, pushing lanes of illusions or pushing it quickly with Winter Wyvern from the trees, then botsing in.
I'm going to see them try for an aggressive move now, Secret. Use the Thunder God draft to scout things out, but as you can see, Tundra on the other side of the map to the movement, so Secret coming out of the smoke, in fact, but again, that they can't do anything knowing that Tundra's far away and right by one another. And in return to the Thunder God's wrath being used, Tundra, they'll look to smoke back themselves.
Yeah, this is all set up. CK had the illusions mid, so they knew they were out of base. Then you hear the Thunder Gods, like two things going the way. It's like Tundra just set up the map beautifully to not get hit by the smoke there. Good old, is that a Fey Grenade?
I was going to say
that's a Fey Grenade.
Yeah, that certainly makes the Lincolns feel a little rougher.
Not much.
Tier 2 item that can pop the Lincolns, very cool, by the way.
I mean, and we saw, Saxa, he's a bit of a master with the Fey Grenade. If you remember back to the other series
Doom?
with the Doom.
Oh, yeah.
Remember when he was playing that? He was popping the Lincolns every single time. So, yeah, you won't miss sort of Saxa popping that Lincolns every time that he's available to do so when he's in the face of the Razor. That Fey Grenade will be on him every time.
It's only like a 20-second cooldown. Sure, Lincolns is 14, but it's still like a low enough cooldown where it feels nice just throwing out randomly, and sure, there could be an opportunity in the next 14 seconds to take the fight.
Players here.
The gold lead, of course, just continuing to increase for Tundra with 33, getting to take whatever he wants from the map. He's working on that first Aghanims. He's soon to have it done. Where's this one going, would you imagine? Over to Saxa?
Time-lapse, the cast range is really short now. I'd probably lean towards where production's saying.
Okay.
The Dazzle reset and some cooldowns could be pretty cool. Yep. Even the CK to some degree, having an extra illusion of the Alchemist, having a Dispel, like...
I mean, yeah, I love that.
Pretty handy. Yeah,
it's fantastic. You just get to farm so much of the map. You get those illusions out, send them down a few lanes into a few jungle camps, and you are just rolling in the money.
Yeah, I kind of honestly wanted to see on the CK, like we've already seen how CK alone has been putting the illusions deep into the face of Secret, so they've never been able to leave their base. Now imagine if you have CK amplified by that, like you're gonna have every wave pushed out. The radiance on the Alk as well, so you can send one illusion to one lane, the rest to the other.
Well, let's see where it goes.
All right, moment of truth.
It's coming out.
Oh.
Wait, where's it gone?
I don't know. You hyped me up. I don't know where it is. I'm trying to find it.
Full Blood Thorn as well, by the way, on 9.
You sure it's coming out, Owen?
Wait, maybe he didn't go for that. Did he sell it up?
No, have you lied to me? I've literally
got the components, right?
All hyped up because you told me. I was clicking other things on. I trusted you. I don't think I see an Ags. I thought we bought a Basher. All right, he's bought a Basher.
No, we already had a Basher.
Ah, well.
I don't know. We're just crazy.
We're just crazy.
Oh, okay, never mind.
One day we'll see an Ags.
Someone was buying an Ags. I guess it wasn't him.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
I'm now literally clicking around.
Nine just swallowed his. Oh no, maybe did he give it to 9 and 9 sold his?
Ah, yeah, I just clicked on 9. Yeah. All right, so he did do the play, the economy play. All right.
He gave it. Yeah, you can see on the GPM, on the network. Sorry. So yeah,
I'm literally clicking around like, what's happening?
No, indeed, 9 sold his.
I was hyped out for the courier delivery where we're gonna see him like choose between his friends, but he did it too quick. Ah, well, yep. So as suggested earlier, 9 buys his own Ags, then gets given an Ags, therefore gets to resell his. And now he instantly gets the Bloodthorn.
Oh, yeah, that's what amped up the speed of him picking that one up.
Yeah, God. And it's kind of why Nisha had to go for this E-Blade. Like, going just for a defensive tool. But I can't if you went to Wyvern, you have plays around that. You hit the first hit on Nisha, he realized while I'm getting attacked, he E-Blades, then you can just curse the duration of that ethereal, and then bam, you slap in some more right clicks after. So sure, it's a defensive pickup from Zeus, but in no way does it make you comfortable in the matchup. This Winter Wyvern can pretty much kill anyone now. If you have hero plus any unit to prolong that curse duration, you're going to be dying to the burn of the Ags and the Bloodthorn. In secret. I think if you're Tundra, you're just really happy that this isn't old techies. You know, running up into high grounds into old school remote mines, that would have made this game last forever.
Oh, is this going to be more money?
Yep.
More money.
Oh, it's like 5 now? That's a lot.
I got the E-Blade. That's a lot of burst. Oh. Take him out. 33 caught off guard there. Was not ready to be burst as quickly as he was. That's the out going down for 90 seconds. Secret, they want to try and do more with this.
They should. They have to. Of course, Alk has buyback, didn't use BKB, so there's that fear that he could instantly enter the fight again, but yeah, 33 got a bit excited. He was like, oh boys, I'm popping all the mines. Look how tanky I am. 2 seconds later, he's dead.
Yeah, that E-Blade combo set up by Nisha made short work of him. Now with that Ags as well. More to throw into that combo. He's got to be prepared with the BKB and 9. He'll go for the curse setup, but the Ghost Scepter was off in time. A hook shot to the side. Puppey, he's going to be fine. TP's back out to the base. That's curse on cooldown. Nobody to die for it.
Oh, poor Zayas. He stayed a bit too long. The really cool things with 9 in that engagement as well, he has the bullwhip still to apply more slow to keep them prolonged. He also tried aggroing the creeps to then hit Puppey to prolong the curse. That didn't work out, unfortunately. So nice little small little plays he was trying to make to get that solo kill. Unfortunately, none of them actually connected, but still. Oh no, Nisha, you've been in this position before, boss.
There's no curse this time, though.
Oh, he preemptively checks the trees, actually, with the bolt. Has lingering vision.
And 9's going to wait it out. But yeah, Nisha. Oh, he's going to stick around down here, but no. He might not want to TP out, but he'll definitely walk away from this. And back to the rest of his team. Secret looks to smoke out of the base here before Zayas is quite back up. See if they can catch Tundra by surprise here as they'll enter into the jungle.
They finally need to try and break out onto the map. The one kill that they've got in recent time was the Alk plowing through multiple techies mines. This is Secret's opportunity. Even when down 19k gold, if they find a kill, they can just sweep across the map and try and find more. The best pickoff will be 9.
And we'll find 9 with the Nimbus.
Oh, it's a hard one. There's a creep.
Oh, straight into the creep wave there, Puppey. But ice.
They got it. Oh, they haven't.
The curse is up. 9, he's able to hold back ice, continuing to fly over the tree line. He's going to be fine. They couldn't quite catch him in time.
Oh, such a difficult pickoff on the Wyvern. You have, like, again, you don't have clean lockdown. You're relying on, like, the hook shot and a roar. These are spells that can be a little bit more finicky to hit, especially with creep waves and trees and fog.
Yeah, the creep wave said no.
Yeah. Group of Tundra fans running down to the Radiant base.
A Secret, not to be disheartened, they'll smoke up again. Look to make a move top. They know the curse is on cooldown. See what they can do here.
But look how Tundra just push out all the waves with the CKO. Like, every time it's up, you're pushing out the wave. You're not allowing Secret any map play to be able to even make these moves.
All right, so he's going to go. He's going to go for the Royal Snaky, but Snaky's got the Eon Disc at the ready. Turn with the link on to 33. Christmas is going to be able to stay on target. Hook shot over. Puppey's got the control. Dazzle comes in with a shallow grave. Cold Embrace as well. They're trying to keep 33 alive, but with the link damage building up, 33 can't escape this. He gets taken out. Crystallis turns towards his next target. Ready to run down Skeeter here with the rest of his BKB, but a buyback's going to come out for 33. Crystallis, he may have dove too deep here. He dies underneath the tier 1 tower. Secret, they've got to bail out now. 33 of the buybacks looking to run run them down. He's in on top of Puppey with the bash coming in. They'll take down the clock.
Deserves just as much help as bottom.
And this is the strength of Alchemist. Even if you eventually kill him off, the amount of resources needed, it doesn't allow you to take that secondary fight.
Crystallis doesn't have the money for buyback. He's out for 80 seconds. 33. He's diving the base.
Why not? Do it. Test them. Test if they have the buyback.
I mean, Ice is going to tick down pretty low. I mean, the soul burn damage, the Bloodthorn, he's dead. Zayat tries to jump in to hold them back here.
It's just one by one.
The buybacks are coming out for Secret, but as I said, there's no buyback available from Crystallis. They've got to do this without their carry. They've got the control on Skeeter. Skeeter pots the Phantasm. He's got the stun, but the roar comes out. Skeeter, he's going to be able to continue to fight back and take out Ice. It's a dieback on the Beastmaster. Dieback also on 33. Tundra, they're back up with the 4 of them. They may have lost 33.
If Nisha steps up, they might go back in again, honestly.
I mean, it's only Nisha and Zayat up for the defense now. Depends how much Tundra want to try and force it with the 4 of them.
33, even though he's got all this farming, he really is playing the beefy front line. He dies in that first fight, but it baits Secret in a little bit deeper. He buys back, runs in again, gets through the dieback, and he's going to get another one.
He's going to get
free kill.
I mean, he really did set that into motion. Sure, he's dead 33, but that buyback and he was ready to go. He was ready to end it straight down the mid lane into the base of Secret. You have sort of these 3 buybacks coming out, and Secret still unable to protect their top set of racks. Crystallis, he's finally going to be back up in 5 seconds, but the damage has already been done. That aggressive move there from Tundra, not something that you'll see a lot of other teams pull off.
Yeah, and the positioning's key. When Secret's on the retreat, it's so hard for them to actually stop this Dazzle and Wyvern from just getting off their, the Cold Embrace or the Graves. And you see here, Crystallis, he starts to fight, getting a massive link onto the Alchemist, and he's like, okay, he's dead, next. Instantly locks onto the CK, but at this point, his BKB's wearing off. He's now underneath the tower, instant Bloodthorn, and no one can help him here.
And on top of that, Tundra, they'll secure themselves Roshan.
We haven't seen the last of him.
A golden thread.
And Crystallis, he didn't have buyback because of course, he bought the refresher like we already mentioned. He won't have buyback for another 700 gold. Very scary portion of the game now if you're Secret, sorry.
It really is, with these buybacks being on cooldown. Now, Tundra, once they have 33 back up, if they just come charging down another lane, they can smell sort of the end of the game in sight. It's close. One more push is all it takes.
On the flip side, that level of confidence, that's what Secret might play into. Alchemist doesn't have buyback now for, what is it, 5 minutes. If he does get over-aggressive, plays as if he has it, he dies, you're always going to have that window of opportunity. He was dead for like 120 seconds. Sure, it'll be lower because it's not a buyback death, but still. Thinking about this Alchemist, got to be a little bit more careful if you're Tundra. CK now needs to step up and be that frontlining hero. Be that initiator. He's got overwhelming blink, he's got BKB, Lincoln's, like, he's happily ready to fill the space that Alk was previously doing. Oh, another ancient creep. He doesn't see it yet. When he does though, he'll farm it.
Radiant's bottom towers.
I haven't quite got 33 with them.
Bots 2 actually. Oh, this is going to be a cheeky play from 33. The bots 2 reveal in a team fight. He might not even show at all. He might just stay in the jungle for now, just to give this item some value. That'd be pretty hype. Right, I'm going to keep an eye on 33. Let's see if he actually shows on any lane to try and keep this item. Oh, he's just TPing.
He's going to TP over now.
Oh, I was hoping that'd be some, like, Skinner jumps in, surprise, Alk's on me, boys. Alas.
Radiant's middle tower could use some help.
Getting all 3 lanes pushed in now against Secret. They're up 30,000 gold. It's going to be a tough defense for Secret. They've got to pull it off. If they start to lose these heroes that don't have buyback at the ready, it will most certainly be over.
Tundra, if they initiate this, they need to find, ideally, the Zeus. That's where most of the damage will coming out. If Zeus is underneath tier 4s throwing out spells, CK maybe waste BKB in a bad position with Aegis, they can kill him twice potentially. You need to respect the fact that even when you're ahead by this much, Zeus is one of the best heroes at. He's throwing out this high ground defense, high ground damage. And it's why you see Tundra not rushing towards the tier 3. They're, setting up every lane accordingly, pushing them in, waiting to find an opportunity, and then they'll look to make their move.
That's the full abyssal done, so 33. Have a much safer chance of initiating, getting in with that instant control.
God, he's so scary.
We go TPing back over towards the bottom, ready to join the push. 2 minutes left on Skeeter's Aegis.
They're respecting Secret so much. Oh, Secret's leaving the base. Into the Aegis, into the... All spells of Tundra available.
I mean, it's a risk, but maybe it catches Tundra by surprise.
Potentially, if you see a quick TP, but just look at the illusions. This time, Nine's got his illusions in top.
Refresher Orb's on its way back for Anisha. Just a few hundred gold away from having Refresher and buyback. And with the jump, gonna go for Zayat. They'll try with the roll, but the Linkers was ready to protect Skidder. BKB's out, they're ready to get on top of the Ice, take him down as well. It's gonna be 2 dead without buyback. Chrysalis trying to commit into the fight with the BKB, but the damage from a distance from 9 causing Chrysalis to have to back off. Puppy tries to get him with a hook shot, but he's gonna miss the target. Chrysalis, he's desperately trying to get back towards the fountain, but 9, he's able to take him out. Chrysalis goes down, he has got buyback available. But as I say, Zayat and Ice, they won't have the chance to return.
Just the speed in which Tundra went from playing the map into initiating to high ground, they just caught Secret by complete surprise. Their ability to defend now is somewhat non-existent.
Puppy.
What is it again?
Skeeter. He's going straight in, and he's ready to bring 33 with him. As 33 turns up, straight on top of Nisha. Nisha goes down. Once again, Chrysalis having to just get back to the fountain and get away from this Wyvern.
Look what they're doing to Radiant's
As 9 dishing out so much damage from such a distance. They get the space to take a second set of Rex. Tundra, they'll look for the third, look for the Megas here.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Wyvern's overtaken out net worth.
Oh, they're bursting 33 pretty low here. See, Puppy jumps in to try and finish him off, but there's plenty of heals for 33. Chemical Rage is back up. Puppy will buy a little bit of time with the Ghost Scepter, but he'll still end up falling. Tundra, they've got more than enough space to take this bottom set of racks and get the Mega Creeps.
Yep, Secret. Oh, no, initiate again.
They're back in on Tanisha. Once again with the bots, 233. TP's in on top of Skeeter. That's going to be Zayat. Tanisha taken out. Chrysalis also pulled back by Skeeter. 4 dead on Secret. No buybacks. The GG, it will be called.
Just the net worth in this game is absolutely disgusting. The Alp, the Wyvern, and the CK all have 32,200 gold. Like, that is the distribution of their farm, their ability just to sweep across the map and keep Secret in their base. We never got to see any aggression from Secret realistically. No. There wasn't a single smoke that was like, wow, they've really entered the map now. Yeah, Tundra just slow and steady just put them out of this game.
Very much. It was one of the slower victories from Tundra, but without a doubt, again, not one that I could feel that there would ever be concern of.
that good. Like there's a big transitioning period from Wyvern mid where he needs to farm his Aghanim Scepter, and when you get to that part, then it's going to be like a completely different hero.
Yep, we got a bit of a difference already in the bans. Of course, the Visage and the Huskar are banned again, but this time Team Secret banned out the Beastmaster. That means that it's going to be a Hoodwink or a Monkey King that Tundra is going to let through based on what happened previous draft. Of course, Huskar and Monkey King first phase bans for Tundra are both targeted towards Crystallis. So we'll see if they want to value that again. It will be Team Secret that has first pick. So that's what they're debating right now.
I'm glad that Secret doesn't ban the Hoodwink. I think that one for me was like a little weird. Sure, Soxa is like this Hoodwink player, but I haven't seen him play in ages. Sure, there's probably some information that's coming from scrims or maybe like the break that is something in particular, but Tundra's actually going to make them change. So they're going to ban the Razor for us.
Hey!
And there's your favorite hero, Fogged.
Yep, OP Marcy.
Now, Marcy previous draft was ignored until second phase.
Yep. It was even banned, what, last in the second?
Yeah, last in the second phase. So this is quite a bit of a change up, which we said we needed.
Yep.
That's
10
good.
seconds remaining.
See who's the Marcy spammer on this team. Will it be Zayats or will it be Puppy?
5 seconds remaining.
Bit interesting. Puppy doesn't seem like one of those guys that's going to be like, I'm going to play this new hero, but then again, Marcy can play herself a little bit inside the laning phase. It's once you get to mid and later stages, that hero gets very difficult to play inside of mid-game team fights.
Which pro did we talk to that said, well, the only way you can make Marcy really work is if you spam her, and then you can get really good?
Yeah, I don't know who it was, but yeah.
One of the pros said that about her.
But yeah, that's
the interview. It's true.
It's true. The hero, it's mid-game. There's so much extra stuff you can do because there's even potential to the shard. This 15 talent where you get this rebound, crazy cast range. The Tundra, they're going to play with their own Marcy. They're going to go for the steals, of course, the Rubik, and nice. I've been wanting to get to see Dawnbreaker, which I assume this one will probably be like a carry Dawnbreaker. I didn't get to see. I got to watch Deraccio playing it the other day, and I've seen it in a couple other regions, but I haven't gotten to see it when I'm paneling or anything, at least in Europe.
10 seconds
Two of the best Marcy performances for me were Kataomi, that from Entity, and also Jinkyu. Like two different builds, two different styles, but seems like they have a really good grasp of what the hero needs to do in a certain game.
And both position 4s.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, Katomi went for more like the lens. He was like this kind of saving style, which he was excellent with. Like even aggressive / defensive disposal was cool. While Jinkyu, typical Jinkyu fasting, he just becomes like this fourth carry in the game. And they're gonna combo with Puck. I actually love Marcy Puck because you can break coil. Really nice, super easy to do throughout all the game.
And also whenever you see Dawnbreaker, like trying to ulti, drop that coil. So looks good. I think they also went for Puck because this hero, it feels like it never gets through the second banning phase. Like you don't, most of the teams don't want to first phase it, but you're like thinking, I want to pick this, that there's a lot of spirit heroes that you want to use. Puck does counter them, and so you get rid of him.
Dream Rubik game, though. Literally everything that you can steal in this game is amazing. Anything from Puck is good except for phase shift, sure, but anything from Marcy is good, so either one you can get. And it's an instant disable. Two different forms of instant disable if you get in the right way. Maybe even more, because you can get the Puck silence versus Puck. You can get this dispose that follows up with your lift. I like that people still try to get this Rubik to get working, because some teams...
10 seconds remaining.
Some teams try, and it doesn't work out so well, but I'm glad the teams are still like...
Yeah, Rubik is a hero that's like never about him, it's about what he's playing against, pretty much. Yeah, Sanking's popular, Rubik's back. Weaver, position 4, carry, you know that the hero's gonna get picked. And against Marcy, it just works so nicely. Those spells with the increased cast range.
Yeah, dispose is literally broken on Rubik. Grab them from like 1,000, like 700 range away or something. It's pretty nuts. So looking at the bans, Alk gets taken out, and I see the Monkey King ban, which makes me feel more inclined that is going to be just the straight up Dawnbreaker carry.
Yeah, it does look like Tundra is going to continue targeting targeting Crystallis for the bans.
Yep. They're like, oh, let's ban Bloodseeker next, you know?
Yeah, that was the hero that he played. Actually, he played Bristle one of the games that he's had so far. But Bloodseeker also is definitely one of his heroes. But yes,
I'm telling you, they know who they're playing against.
Yeah, they really, really do.
We see Secret ban out the Tiny. They have the Puck, so always makes sense to not want to be able to play versus Tinies.
Also, if this is Dawnbreaker carry, like being ruptured in a fight would cause a lot of issues where you can't move, you can't use your abilities. It just feels very awkward, similar to, I'd say, like Phantom Assassin, even Razor Hero, where you want to move to be able to like deal damage, and then you need to stay static, use your BKB potentially. Just, I don't know. Bloodseeker has been banned quite a lot. We haven't seen this hero picked in a lot of games because it does get banned out, but feels super strong.
It does. It opens up the draft too. Like now Tundra can still look at heroes like, you know, they can go for their Lycan, they can go for their Pango, right? Because this is, you know, playing for Bloodseeker versus Bloodseeker, some of those heroes can be a bit difficult. So yeah, I think it just opens up the draft if you can take it out. And yeah, I mean, that is actually that's the biggest 4 heroes that Crystal's plays. So.
Yep. What's left in the pool for him? Bristleback. And then
Radiant team's turn to ban.
We've heard it from him himself too when we talked to him in interviews. He was just like, they banned my Razor, they banned my Monkey King, so Bloodseeker it is. So yeah, he's gonna be a bit limited in this one. And they're continuing to protect the puck, right, with this Night Stalker ban as well for me.
Dire team's turn to pick.
They ban out the Viper. Pick up the Keeper of the Light. Of course, potential for Keeper of the Light to go into that mid lane.
Yeah, most likely going to be mid here because you have Rubik already. I'm not a big fan of Rubik 5 position, just feels kind of wasted. So most likely this is going to be Keeper of the Light on mid. They use this like Night Stalker band that the Team Secret use. I love Night Stalker as a response to Keeper of the Light. One of the heroes that has like flying movement during the night, has a lot of vision, so he can find Keeper of the Light. Like, sure, both Marcy and Puck can do the same thing because they're very easy to move in these fights, but I also want to see like something more beefy getting on top of Coddle, something that can actually kill him, because they might lack damage with Puck and Marcy.
The one thing about Marcy though is nice is like, sorry about that if anyone heard that. Nothing. The nice thing about Marcy versus Coddle is Coddle tends to be the super fast hero, right? So Marcy can always enable one of your heroes to keep on top of Coddle, and ganking him early is very important in my opinion. So you can actually move mid and kill him at like level 4 with like some quick rotation as Marcy, because he's kind of like she's kind of like the old Earth Spirit in a way in that function. But right now it's a lot of healing. Coddle and Dawnbreaker, it's pretty insane mid-game heals.
They go with Zeus. This is most likely going to be Zeus position 4. Could be 5 as well, but definitely going to be a support. I don't think you want to waste Puck on any other lane than mid.
Agreed.
And Zeus as a support still able to put out a lot of damage. We got another Clockwork coming as well. That makes me a little curious about what's going to happen with the Marcy. We've seen a carry Marcy in the hands of Shad by EU Rejects last week, which worked out really well for one game. So there's some potential there. Obviously, Clockwork can definitely be on the off lane as well.
5 seconds remaining.
There's some flex potential on both of the heroes, on all of the heroes actually.
Very interesting.
Very difficult like draft to read for both of these teams, because we see these new heroes after the patch dropped, and it seemed like, you know, not much has changed, but a lot of these heroes did receive buffs, and some, of course, the OP ones did get nerfed. So we see these new heroes on the rise.
Dragon Knight.
Yeah.
Again, the instant disable for the Puck.
And super sturdy.
Yeah, very sturdy also. And also, I don't know, the clock and the... So you're picking clock into Rubik also. So there's now 2 different... Sure, you've got hookshot to get onto these heroes, but you have 2 different ways actually to break your teammates or help them out of the cogs. You can blinding light, push the Clockwork out. You can lift the Clockwork, throw them out too.
With Rubik, you can lift your teammates as well. It's going to come eventually to that. They do have vision game. Again, Clockwork plus Zeus. Seems like Team Secret does think it's working out. Oh, so, I mean, this Marcy needs to be either off lane or carry.
Unless they do off lane Clockwork.
10 seconds remaining.
Yes.
I don't know. I just don't feel the hero's good on the off lane. On the mid, I can feel why it's good, but as an off laner, it just feels like he has the same issues that he had before.
Only reason I say it is because it's ice, 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 and it used to be an ice, ice, ice staple. Staple, right? That's the only reason why. Other than that, I would, it could be a carry Marcy.
Turn to ban.
And they'll ban the Bristol as well. Look at ticking it all off the charts.
Ticking it all off, and I'm very curious if they are gonna ban out another hero that they consider to be a core for Crystallis. Which one would it be? Because that might give us some information about the scrims that they've been having.
10 seconds remaining.
All 5 of his heroes that I know of are gone.
Yes.
I don't know what's left for
5
him unless he just plays some.
Surely
Radiant team's turn to ban.
Veno last band.
So that tells me what maybe no Tiny's banned.
So Secret think this is Dragonite mid against Puck, carry Dawnbreaker, and they're looking for an offlaner for 33.
Veno ban. Very interesting.
10
That tells me it's
remaining.
not going to be carry Marcy. Because Marcy has ways to play around Venomancer. You get Galed,
5
mid game you
seconds
just pop
remaining.
ult, it dispels you.
He's also played in his competitive career Ember Spirit, Lifestealer, and Phantom Lancer, Wraith King, Ursa. Is fine.
I mean, he has
just not as many games.
Of course. Like,
and not as successful. I mean, if they're picking Lifestealer, it's not gonna end well. He's got a subpar 45%, sub 45%.
So Ursa could be the one, right? If Veno's banned out, usually that says Ursa.
I was thinking, you know, because both Dragonite and Dawnbreaker, they want to stay in the fight for a very long time. They're durable. Not as much when they play against Ursa. Problem is, like, you don't have enough tower damage.
Dire team's
Like,
turn
you
to
can't put that much pressure. Also, playing into Rubik, the blinding light could be a bit of an issue as well.
Trying to think what other options it would be. Like when I see the Veno ban, it just screams.
Yes, for sure.
And some way to take objectives because right now they can't hit Roche either.
10 seconds remaining.
Unless it is a Marcy carry. That would be, by the way, that would be
5
real.
seconds remaining.
A real curveball from Team Secret with all the bans coming out.
When you don't know what to pick,
Radio
Jug is
teams
always
turn
like
to
a
ban.
good
That's
option.
Okay, so that's another one that gives them better objective, gives them Roche.
The tower damage that we mentioned as well.
Yeah.
Having something opens up the Roche with the Deso timing.
Okay, and there's not the best of refraction breaking, I guess. Like the best thing they have right now is Fireball and Dawnbreaker.
Fireball, yeah.
So you guys think that Crystallis gonna play Templar
5
Assassin?
seconds
Yes.
remaining.
Yes.
Okay, last played competitively Templar Assassin for Crystallis is 2 months ago. Total amount of games 4, win percentage 50-50.
Oh, and there's a
Choose
bat
your
in the
hero.
pool. Oh, that is brutal.
It's a good bat game. Like, Bat gets BKB, and he's gonna have a really good time. I think like this offlane Bat Riders, they don't tend to go for Boots of Travel. We've seen that during the major from Tundra Awaken and Beast Coast, where mostly Beast Coast, I believe, where they were just getting like Tranquils, Drums, Bongo Boots, BKB, roam around freely in these fights. It's a good Bat Rider game. Now they have like 3 cores that can deal with the refraction. Like they're gonna be scaling. It's gonna be in the end Rubik 5 and Dawnbreaker is gonna be played on the mid lane.
Yep.
And Ice is playing Marcy.
Yep.
That's the other thing too. And
10
I
seconds
see
remaining.
I see like a single core draft with the TA versus a Bat Rider,
5
which just
seconds
sounds
remaining.
Scary.
for me at least quite grim because he just all 33's job is literally going to be is just grab Crystallis every single fight, and they have global potential also to follow it with the Dawnbreaker.
Marcy on the offlane, like this hero can look really good. This is my problem with the hero, because if you're owning, the hero's gonna be like, yeah, this hero can be played any role you're scaling, but if he gets shut down, if you're not able to get to your item timings, like probably gonna be BKB Basher, and if you don't get to that, it feels like the hero just suffers so much. It's very item dependent.
Frowny face from Fogged.
I'm just thinking.
Yeah, I usually don't see that face.
No, because I'm thinking because like I've seen a couple of these I've seen a couple of these Marcy 3 positions, but I've just been
zoom on his face.
I've been unimpressed a little bit. You can zoom on me if you want.
Well, let's see if Ice can impress you with the Marcy offline. Let's see if we're gonna have a 3rd game to this best of 3 series, or if Tundra is gonna get another 2-0 under their belts. We're heading over to OD Pixel and TGov.
Thank you, Sheev. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Game 2 here between Team Secret and Tundra. We saw right up to the end of that draft, Tundra getting that 33 bat as the last pick, something that I think on paper sounds rather terrifying. Is it here in this situation, do you think Secret the fact that that back got through as that last pick.
I mean, I feel like the end of the draft was pretty spicy. You know, Secret with Puppey, he was banning out this Veno, maybe trying to bait out an Ursa ban to allow him to pick the Void. Tundra just instantly picked the Void instead. We saw big smiles from Puppey, so I feel like the last, you know, pick and ban phase was the most exciting part for me, and I feel like on Secret, they really wished that they probably had the Void over the TA, in hindsight, but yeah, this Batrider final pick it's a really good one. Throughout the entire game, like the panel mentioned, Secret realistically has a single core lineup, so simple lasso TA, remove the physical damage, and from there, yeah, it's going to be quite tanky quite quickly from Tundra. I am slightly favoring Tundra's lineup again, but it's early days.
Now let's see what we got from Secret. Some exciting stuff going on. We're going to get Ice playing some off-lane Marcy. It's a hero that we're starting to see a lot, so we'll see what Ice is able to do on the hero. And yeah, of course, it's going to be interesting to see what Chrysalis can get done on the TA. Most of the time, we have just been seeing him sort of on the Razor, so a bit of a change-up for him this game.
Yeah, and again, it's a hero that he has played a lot of, at least competitively, so it's not going to be like an unfavored hero. And we have, like, he got so banned out during this draft. I think 5 of the bans at least was on his heroes. So it's very much going to be I think she even mentioned, like 2 months ago was his last pro game. So we do finally get to see Chrysalis break away from the mold in which kind of he's leaned on so recently.
Let's get moving.
I'll see, of course, Secret not wanting to try and fight at that bottom bounty rune. 33 was actually able to get in and take the rune from both Puppey and Chrysalis. They weren't quite able to stop him picking it up, so it's going to be 3 bounty runes for Tundra.
Just like the previous game. And 33 starting with the Firefly. Already feels like he's going to be doing some lane skips and stuff. Respecting that the TA and the Clockwork early on has some level of kill threat. And, oh, actually, Ice is posturing top lane.
All right, he's going to look for that first blood attempt. Here we go. Then with the slow, onto 33. Indeed, with the 3 of them on top of him, I mean...
He didn't get the meld strike off.
Yeah, didn't quite get the connection. As 33 with some juking around the trees.
Got another meld.
He's going to make him work for this. I mean, it's a bit of time away from the creep wave, of course, for Chrysalis, but I guess the same to be said for 33.
He's missed 3 CS on the TA now. He has to get this kill to make it even anything work. He missed 4 CS. He missed the entire wave.
A bit of an awkward chase there. 33, he's got the Firefly back up so he can safely get away.
Oh, don't think that was worth it, to be honest.
That bottom lane. Ice. So look to try and make moves onto Snaking instead, but Snaking's got Skidder by his side with the level 1 Dragon Tail. They'll be able to hold back Ice. So sort of overall, looking at the way that these duo lanes are set up, do you think anyone's going to have a tough time in this laning stage?
I think realistically, all the lanes are pretty tanky and defensive in their own rights. You've got this Clockwork enabling TA, you've got the Coddle and the Batrider that can push out lanes, bot lane, kind of same shenanigans, right? You've got this lift back, you've got this tanky DK. I think we might just see another stalemate of a game where everyone just farms up and then eventually just chaos all breaks out.
Radiant's courier just got killed.
So bottom.
He's not actually level 2 yet.
He's already used the rebound, Ice. Skidder's trying his best with the body blocks.
Oh!
Just enough. Snaking. Getting the kill here with the telekinesis as over the Fade Bot.
And this all stems to his play top, right? He sits top, he's trying to get the first blood, doesn't get it, then has to TP late bottom. If he had that 1 creep of XP, he'd be level 2, he'd be jumping away from that engagement. So the repercussions of attempting to kill Bat now bleeding into bot lane, but luckily he does have a double wave coming in.
Mid lane, dead even at the moment. Between 9 and Nisha.
I'm excited to see Nine's Dawnbreaker. I checked his pubs. He does emulate Duraccio or Gaming Gladiator's carry player as Dawnbreaker, going for the Desolator, trying to be super in the fight, damage, playing for your Starbreaker and your Luminosity. So expect him to punch hard. And with the Keeper Light as well, when you start applying some Chakra to this, reducing the cooldown, it's now going to be like half duration Starbreakers. Oh, it's going to be so much damage coming into this mid game. Secret needs to be ready.
At 9, more than happy to trade with Nisha.
Behold!
Just playing around with one another. See 9. See if they're getting sort of movements around the mid, because the 4-minute watering is going to be very important for both of these heroes. To see some good support rotations.
It's a little bit difficult for both teams rotate to mid because you can't leave the TA alone, otherwise she'll get pressured by the Batrider. And there's like the Zeus rotation isn't going to be that impactful, especially on Dawn. So I think both teams actually struggle at mid moves. But I think both teams will be super excited to make these sideward plays, right? When Dawn hits 6, you'll see bat diving a tower, quick ult from the Dawnbreaker, bam, you get a kill on TA. On the flip side, if that happens, then Puck will TP in, coil, and return the favor. So I think both of these mids will be super, you know, trading farm. But whoever makes the first move, the next one's going to rotate in and counterplay that really quickly. And it's nice to see the return of the carry DK. Tundra was one of the few teams to do it. I think at the major as well. I think T1 as well did it a couple of times. And in this game, it has a really nice entry. You know, all you need to do is blink stun that Puck every fight, that instant control.
I'm going to try with the setup, bottom monster snaking. I'll quickly look to turn towards Ice. Got the point in the sidekick, so stand his ground a little bit. Zayas is continuing to try and push forward. He really wants to kill snaking on the Rubik. The lift is back up. He's got the heavenly jump, so get away. But definitely seeing it's tough for Secret to make an aggressive move with the two of them down here.
And it's a really nice combo against Marcy, right? Marcy's a hero that wants to amplify your right-click damage, giving you 20 bonus. You're playing into a Breathe Fire and a Fade Bolt. You're losing so much physical damage that this Marcy isn't really able to pack the punch. When she hits 6, I'd be surprised if she even looks for a kill, because again, she won't be doing the right-click damage to put pressure on the lane. And on top of that, DK naturally is a tanky hero with the Dragon Blood. It really is a nice counter to this offlane Marcy. That was picked quite early in the draft. I think it was first pick. Now Dawn has hit 6, so Secret needs to be very respectful of the side lane. Any pressure that Tundra applies, you have to expect this Dawnbreaker to TP in quite quickly.
We'll of course have to make sure he does it safely away from Nisha. Otherwise Nisha will be in with the Dream Coil to try and put a stop to that move.
Already Chris is just full-time jungling. Doesn't even want to give an opportunity for Tundra to find the kill. He might waddle back to lane, but need to be so respectful, like I already mentioned. One misstep and you're just going to be absolutely swarmed. Oh, there's the flame break. Yep, it's happening.
Oh, they're coming in with the ult. He's going to try and TP out, but the Solar Guardian comes in time. Crystallis get himself back there, but the Celestial Hammer, it will connect. As Crystallis taken down, you didn't want to see him go near the lane T, but he ended up doing exactly that.
It's got to hurt. Like, I feel when you're a TA at jungle at minute 6, you naturally always want to see, maybe I can go back to the wave. Maybe I get one more wave. And sure, you have the return kill on the Rubik at least elsewhere on the map, but yeah, unfortunately for Crystallis, he just gets a little bit impatient and wants to lead the jungle.
Of course, yeah. Gonna have to take that walk out of the base.
Look at the minimap now. Crystallis drew a big circle. Like, oh, boys, I'm staying here now. I'm not going anywhere else. And that could be an opportunity for Tundra to start looking, poking and prodding. See what's happening up there. Maybe, you know, kill him again. Tundra being a little bit more efficient on the map. Skidder soaking up bot lane. Dawn farming mid. Meanwhile, Batrider farming a massive ancient stack. Top side of the map, yeah, just everyone really finding some economy in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, that sort of setup potential for the global to come in, and it's going to be pretty huge just between 33 and 9, right? If 33 gets in with a lasso, that's going to buy time for the Solar Guardians to come in, and someone like Crystallis on a TA is going to be so vulnerable to that sort of, you know, just do-over spells.
Yeah, and Puppy, he just fled the Ancient Swell, but a little bit too late. They can't even contest it. Pretty interesting build from 33. He is going for the Boots of Travel. We've seen a lot of off-lane Batriders try and go for Boots of Bearing and fighting. But I think he's understanding that in this game, DK will be leading the charge non-stop. So if your Dawn's covering your DK, you can then be the person on the side lanes pushing them out, TPing into the engagement. You don't have to be the one leading the charge.
So rotation from 9 towards bottom. They want to try for Ice. Starbreaker very nicely lined up there by 9. Sets up for Skeeter to follow up and take down Ice.
Of course, Marcy can't jump off of enemy creep, so there's nothing there for him to really jump off of. Therefore, just died.
This is a beautiful stack, though, that Crystallis should be able to pick up soon.
And they've double warded it as well. This is very much a defended triangle.
They've got to keep the area protected. That's a lot of potential gold there.
33, if he even had a whiff of that, he'd be over there. Oh, they're even actually going aggressive on top.
You have Dream Coil.
Tower is under attack.
33. He's only going to pick up the double. As Ice, he can't get anywhere close to 33. Puppey will continue to try and chase 33 down. 33 does die, but the Firefly kills off Puppey. And Ice, he's also going to get taken out in this fight. It's a 4-for-1 trade here.
I think it's just been the theme of the last couple of days, right? These Dawnbreaker players. Oh, look, you're about to get jumped on. Massive ult, you keep him alive. Also helps that 33 jumps on the tree.
I mean, look at this again. Indeed, if you sort of take the mid Dawnbreaker out of the equation, it didn't look like a bad move. They get him with the Dream Coil. Looks like they're going to have a chance of getting the bat, but all the setups there for the 3-man Solar Guardian to come in from 9. And at that point, you know, they were lucky to get 33 out of this one because they nearly got nothing secret.
Yeah, unfortunately, Puppey wasn't able to get in time to use the cogs to break the coil and prevent that lasso hitting the TA, but still, if you go to initiate on a hero, you need to be super precise and clean with your damage. If you're not, it is going to have that turnaround effect. Even if Batrider died, you probably would get, you know, cleaned up after because this Dawn's jumping into the middle of 3 heroes that are now so aggressively positioned. And it's only going to get worse over time. As Dawn completes later on, it's going to be like a Desolator, the BKB. And really packing a punch.
Tower isn't going to last long.
On bottom lane, 33.
Oh, he wanted to steal the stacks.
Yeah, this time round, he's not going to have a Solar Guardian from 9 to back him up. Still on cooldown.
The vision really, you know, paying off there. They used 2 wards in this area. They really wanted to protect the triangle. They've done so. Crispus able to farm up the stack. Get back into the rhythm of farming. You don't really want to see your TA being the one ganking. We've seen it now twice. Ideally, he needs to kind of slow down his own game and get himself some entry.
Dire's no fortified
5th out the cause. He's only higher than the off-lane Marcy, but the Marcy hasn't really had a lane, especially against that DK and Rubik. And Skidder, he's had a great time. The 10 minutes of just farming bottom. He might die now for it, but...
Oh, shot off the mark. And 33's coming in, and Solar Guardian's back up. It's going to be coming straight down on a Puppey, and Ice. They're in trouble. They're trapped in their own cogs. Staking finishes them off with a stolen orb.
Oh,
that was an awkward move there from Secret. I mean, they pretty much put the whole team, once again, Puppey off the mark with a hook shot. And yeah, they've got to keep track of this Solar Guardian cooldown, because 9, when it's up, he will be there.
Yeah, early on, it's a 2-minute cooldown. So even though it feels long in-game, if you're not making that precise movement after seeing it that first time, if you even think about it for a minute, it's naturally going to be up for that next engagement, and we're seeing it here. Every time Secret looks for a fight, this Dawnbreaker is just ready. They just don't have the damage right now.
So we can get at 33. It's going to get Dream Coiled. He's trying to do his best to live it out.
Oh, the high ground mischance.
He's doing his best to dodge around, but they will find him.
There we go.
He's not making his way out of that one. Secret will be able to get the kill on the bat.
But still, just the amount of time he's wasting on Secret. Having to use a Zeus ult to have the vision. Having to bring 4 heroes to click him. Already a 3k lead at the 11-minute mark for Tundra.
Pretty impressive here. And, you know, there's no Alchemist this time round. It's just straight up gold advantage.
We've not even mentioned it. Yeah, this keeper alive, he's going for the Orchid.
He's having a great time up Isaxa.
He's just, you know, quietly farming whilst everyone's fighting. I guess that's the nice thing with Tundra's lineup is Rubik gets a correct spell, easy push out lanes. Batrider can farm jungle, so it unlocks like the supports and everyone just to be a bit more healthy in the farm and make sure they have a couple more items. Instant D-ward. And 33 back to farming. I assume he's just going to be a BKB after the boots of travel. Nothing too spicy in his itemization.
Yeah, 9. Holding on with his gold at the moment. Probably, yeah, deciding, you know, can he get away with the Deso first, or will he need the BKB? I mean, do you think it will be able to just get the Deso first out of the 2, or is there pressure to get BKB to play safe?
I think, okay, we'll answer that question after this smoke. If Secret get this smoke and suddenly ride that wave of aggression, maybe, but with the hero Secret has, I expect Deso. And they jump the puck.
I mean, Skeeter's more than happy to stand his ground there. That's Nisha taken out. Puppey's got to run. A 9, he'll be able to chase.
Dominating.
Once again, Secret trying to make these moves pretty much on, literally at the same time Solar Guardian's coming up. They've got to be careful with this Dawn in play. As this mid Dawnbreaker's just, it's stopping everything that Secret want to try and do.
Yeah, the really smart thing about that is when Dawnbreaker was jungling before that, he used scan to check for that smoke invade, realized that they weren't there, farmed, and then they're like, guys, if they're not coming now, they're going to come in the next 30 seconds. So Tundra slowly positioned in off of the information of Dawn's farming pattern and the scan and then they're ready to block the smoke. We got to see why DK is good against Puck. Instant initiation. It's hard for Nisha to be that explosive mid, to play on the lack of control Tundra has, because the one bit of control that they have easily is always going to catch the Puck off guard, and that is the Dragon Tail from DK. Yeah, Secret, they don't really have the heroes that can go aggressive right now. Sure, you have a Clock that wants to find kills. Sure, you have a Puck with a coil. But with TA, Marcy, with the lanes that they had, they're in recovery. It feels like a 3v5 right now in any of these bigger engagements.
Yeah, smoke time from Tundra. They know that they've got the advantage here. They want to keep it going. Skeeter, he's in with the jump. Dragon Tail to start things off into the last zone. Not a chance for Nisha.
Good old DKV Puck. You show on lane, you're going to probably die. Yeah, Snaking as well, having a great time on his Rubik. A lot of good spells for him to steal in regards just to farming.
And that is, yeah, well, the Orchid done it for Saxa. 14 minutes in. That's the support call.
Oh, this is going to be so hard.
Tower is under attack. Radiant's
I even like the Marcy jumping in to dispose and save an ally. Quick Orchid. Dragon Tail on the next guy. Yeah, these fights are going to get real messy for Secret.
Yeah, and D9, you know, he feels like this is a game where he don't need that BKB no more. He's going Deso into the Blink.
He could just go Blink Shard instead of going for that BKB. With how these fights have been going, when you see how little damage Secret has, like, often we talk about how Zeus being that explosive hero early on. Like, we've not really seen him do much, unfortunately. He's gone for a farming build with the 4 points lightning. And often you see these support Zeuses, they max out the bolt and the jump, they're running around, they're bolting, they're dewarding, they're annoying. But when you're behind, he's just gone for mode farm. I think it's kind of the mantra for the entirety of Secret right now, is none of them really want to actually look for a fight. Probably see Puppy just be a bit sacrificial in a minute or two. Beeline it to some creep waves and just push him up quickly.
Going for smoke up with Nisha.
It's dangerous. Tundra already positioned ready.
Yeah, they're going to be very ready to respond to this.
Dire's middle tower.
Skeeter's going to start poking at the tower. Secret, how do they make this jump?
Well, good thing is they're moving towards our Envision. They're not using the smoke to try and run it into Tundra. This is actually quite a defensive smoke, because it allows Puppy with his 2 observers to start placing some deep wards out. And if you're Tundra, you're probably not going to be dewarding this area of the map unless you suddenly see the Clockwork appear, you know, under tower vision or a hero running past.
They might have a chance of diving for Saxa. He is down here on his own. They're just going to get aggressive with the Orchid. We'll see the Solar Guardian coming to help out. They're coming in with the TPs. They're going to go straight towards Chrysalis. Ice is in with the O, but it'll be held down by the lasso of 33. Finally comes to an end. Puppy over with the hook shot. Will find the kill onto 9. So this time around, Secret, they're getting something out of it. They may get more as Nisha stays on top of 33. Skeeter's going to get chased out. Finally, Secret are able to find the team fight they were hoping for. As Tundra maybe feeling a little too ahead of themselves there, trying to take that fight in a bit of an awkward spot there, starting things off underneath their own tier 1 tower in that bottom lane, which can always end up being quite a dangerous place to brawl. Yeah,
it looks like a good position, but that rocket flare opening up all the vision so you see what's happening. And at this point, if you look at the minimap, Snaking, he's all the way by mid. His TP was on cooldown by 12 seconds. So it allowed Secret a rare opportunity to have numbers advantage and just to start throwing down some spells. Zeus is well present.
Dire's middle tower.
Just a classic, if you have more numbers, you can kill them off. And Batrider didn't have Firefly. Tundra wasn't ready for this defense. It was a little bit forced. Good for Secret to punish it. If you don't punish that engagement there, Tundra 100% will just keep running at you.
Yeah, big move for Secret to find. Now only 2k behind Tundra.
Not so fast.
And what I mentioned earlier about that ward that Puppy placed in the Radiant jungle, because he used the smoke, because he got so aggressively, Satsuka might find it. Oh no, he doesn't. Okay, he's not T-warding it, but still, like, this is now going to be the key name for Secret. How do they use this ward? Seeing some farm, it means they can go poke a top wave, or yeah, really important vision for Secret whilst they're behind. Ooh, Tundra now smoking up.
Yeah, on timing with 9. Having Solar Guardian ready to go again.
Oh, 33's got the BKB as well. Yeah, this is, if they find a hero, they're gonna be dead.
Chrysalis would be the big catch.
He's trying to get out of the jungle though. He's respecting that potential smoke. They do have scan on Secret. Not using it.
Tower is under attack.
Finders, keepers.
And not likely to find a hero here, but they have brought the creep wave round to the tier 2.
That's an interesting tip from Snaking. Tipping the Zeus whilst they're smoked, like, You either have ult and you haven't used it to break our smoke, or it's on cooldown and with smoke. So yeah, snaking, really trying to do some meta game tips here.
They're gonna go for the Roshan Tundra.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Alright,
attack.
Zeus, now use ult and tip
Dire's middle
snaking.
tower isn't going to last long.
Yeah, unfortunate.
And they'll have to back off on this. I mean, Tundra's
Radiant's
lineup
bottom
not
tower's
the
got
quickest at
problems.
taking down Roche.
It's actually really bad.
Oh, nice. He's jumped in down on the bottom. He's having to pop the ult here to try and stand his ground against them. He's gonna do a fair bit of damage, but nowhere near enough. Getting a little too close to the tower there. Tundra quick to punish.
Not only was he a little bit close to the tower, he's now giving snaking dispose. A cast range on that bad boy.
Oh, that is,
the duration.
that is quite the spell for Rubik.
He got the Aethelin. Yeah, he's gonna have a great time now.
You're just gonna see him sort of pick people off from a mile off.
Like some big spells we use. Like, sorry, I've got my big spell now. Yeah, it's not what you wanna give away if you're Marcy.
I'll see if he can make any moves with this.
And he kind of wants to. He's drawing on the map. He's like, guys, I want to go into their jungle. I want to force this fight.
I mean, dispose into lasso or dragon tail should be enough for them to get a kill on anyone they grab.
I think for Secret, if this game goes like this, where they even out the farm, once this puck gets a Lincolns with the blink and Octarine is a bit more elusive, you can start baiting out some of these spells. If Dawn never wastes the ultimate, it then allows for the TA to enter the fight, for everyone to kind of pile in. So once Nisha is tanky enough to absorb some of this, it will unlock Secret to be a bit more aggressive. But until that point, you kind of need to still play out on the push out lanes, farm your jungle, get what you're given, and posture to contest Roshan, but don't put yourself in a position where you just get picked off for free. And you can kind of see that, oh, God, they're in.
Puppy. Let's try and start things off onto 9. We'll get him brought down pretty low, but there's the dispose, taking Puppy away from any sort of backup.
Quick initiation, but they're just missing one extra hero to get that kill. Also helps that the Dawnbreaker did have the shard. Able to quickly get a BKB off, or mini BKB.
Yeah, it's essential against C0s like the clock with that battery assault. The blink done as well now, 9.
Oh, 33, he's chasing the Zeus.
And TPs are coming in. He's ready to commit for this here with the BKB lasso. Holds him in range of the Solar Guardian.
Someone better help Dire's middle tower.
I think if you're Secret, you're going to take that as a pretty decent window. 80-second cooldown on BKB. 1 minute cooldown on Solar Guardian. If Tundra does, if they don't go to Roshan straight away, it'll give Secret a very minimal opportunity to make an aggressive play.
See any chance for a stealer? Yeah, hookshot's back up from Puppy.
Yeah, and he's kind of in the area. He's ready. Is he going to make a slot available? His inventory is currently full.
I mean, again, Tundra, they're a bit scared of committing for this.
Yeah, they're respecting it so much.
They're going to look for the kill onto the mid instead. They're looking for Ice. He's trying to push out that mid wave, but the setup's there. Dragon telling the combo of 9. He'll try and toggle his way out of this, but Skeeter's got the damage. Top lane, and we'll find 33. Dream Coil into the hook shot. 33 goes down.
Radiant's middle tower.
Massive kill. Oh, the dispose. Oh.
Telekinesis into the dispose. He'll catch it from a mile off. Puppy will be able to drop the cogs and go for the TP out, and that move will actually save him. So despite a great setup there for snaking, Puppy's still able to make it out safely.
This is so worth a Secret though. Like I just mentioned the idea of you need to buy time to get tanky. TA is close to completing her BKB. Puck's close to completing Lincoln's. Like everyone's slowly getting to the point of being able to rebuttal that initiation of Tundra. And they've delayed Roshan now indirectly for about 3-4 minutes. Just for getting kills or just rocket flaring the pit. Tundra with their lineup, it's not so clean.
And they're slowing them down here, Secret. And they'll continue to make moves. Smoke once again for the 2 supports, Puppy and Zayat.
I'm not sure how to feel here.
Just don't forget that at any minute, if Tundra look for a fight with a smoke and they get the hero, they can just wipe Secret with ease if they have the initiation.
Shots back up from Puppy. Oh, it's not going to quite catch Saxa. Missed opportunity there. Saxa's safe.
Very aggressive from Tundra. Of course, they have the high ground vision, but still going into this area is very scary. Especially into Puck, Zeus, and Clock. Some of the better high ground defenders. And once again, Secret, they don't really want to take a 5-on-5. They're close to a Lotus Orb on Puppy. They're close on the BKB on Marcy. Some big ticket defensive items soon to come for Secret. There's one of them.
They're beating on Dire's top tower.
it's rare you see a team sitting outside Roshan with a lead, but not doing Roshan. They just know the time spent hitting it is just not worth it. Instead, they smoke up. Hungry for kills. Secret once again just dodging the engagement.
Secret have definitely managed to do a good job of slowing down the action at this point of the game. Not letting Tundra get nearly as much as they were in the early game. And that space, as you can see, it's showing in the gold. Nisha and Chrysalis, they're hitting the timings.
That's her. Oh, he doesn't even have the shot actually. He's not recalling anyone. Nishi, he has Lincoln's coming out on his courier now.
I'll take that.
Yep.
Back over to the side, Skidder. Just getting caught upon there. Be thrown to safety from snaking. Ooh, very quick. Immediate phase shift there from Nisha to dodge that Dragon Tail. I mean, even as it was, of course, still had that Lincoln's to keep him safe.
It just makes it harder and harder for Tundra. You've seen them not enter this dire jungle now for the last 5 minutes, it feels. Sure, there is a Fae Grenade. They might want
every time, you buy Lincoln's against, in a game against Tundra, Saxa will have a Fae Grenade.
It's disgustingly
He's always got it. He's always got it.
I'd argue you might want to give it to your DK because he's the one naturally jumping the puck, but to combo Fae into Dragon Tail, you should assume that a puck player will still be able to dodge that. So keeping it on the coddle and a little bit more further distance, the additional cast range might still be better. But yeah, it's having Fae Grenade against Lincoln's is bonkers good. Fortunately, that is still a thing. It'll one day get patched out. Maybe in like 7.31E or something. Maybe an F patch. Kind of funny. Tundra just haven't made any progress on the map now with their heroes. They've not been able to find any initiations, any real big key pickoffs. They've been poking and prodding, but nothing that's warranted an attempt at Roshan after.
And for Secret, they've done a good job of keeping Chrysalis out of the action. Giving him a lot of space, a lot of time to catch up. And at this point, with the BKB and the Deso done, are you looking to see him get involved, or do you want him to farm up that Lincoln's to play it super safe against with a single target lockdown?
Like, they could do Roshan themselves, to be honest. Like, if they can sneak in with Marcy providing that sidekick and Chrysalis getting a double meld, they could sneak away a Roshan. But I would still be very surprised if Secret just look for a fight. Like, they've fallen victim to the Solar Guardian now 3-4 fights in a row. They can't really repel BKB heroes unless there's a hook shot. But I think for Secret, they want to bait Tundra into a fight and then fight as the BKBs expire. But yeah, sneaking Roshan or continuing to farm, probably the two big things.
Nice. BKB at the ready, so no longer an easy target to go on at all. Between that and the armlet, Marcy's not an easy hero to tackle.
Yeah, and the shift in positioning now that they've got the BKBs, they are slowly walking together. But they have to be so careful. You might feel tanky, but if you don't initiate correctly, you might not have the damage. Oh, Tundra's excited, like, guys, they finally want to fight us. TPing up to the top lane. This will be a pivotal point in the game. Whoever wins this fight will be getting Roshan. We'll have lead as it hits the 30-minute mark.
And do they want to take this fight, Secret? Because Tundra are setting up. They know that the Secret might be ready to go.
Secret has perfect vision in this area. They've got the low ground ward, 2 deep dire jungle wards as well. They really want Tundra to fight.
Especially if 33 can find that lasso setup for the ult.
This will provide.
Indeed, he will be the one holding the Fae Grenade, looking to pop those Lincolns to open up lasso opportunities.
A potential play that Secret could make is smoking up to try and find this Dawnbreaker. Dawn's kind of playing like a Spectre in this scenario, playing the other side of the map, hoping to then use a spell to get into the engagement. Puppy in the river.
Trying to go for the catch on him, but Nisha jumping the back lines. He's able to get in and take out Snaking. Skeeter has to put the BKB to run.
Dire's bottom
This is perfect. Again, that's the name of the game. You bait the BKB. It'll be a little bit more difficult for Tundra to find the confidence to look for the kill. And no BKB, a Rubik having to buy back for a Roshan fight. Could be an option, but instead, just continuing to farm. They don't want to give any opportunities for this Solar Guardian to feel good to use.
And it's going to be even safer for Chrysalis in these fights with Again, with sort of this passive time that continues to pass, Lincoln's is going to be close to being done on the TA.
Yeah, just hope that Saxer isn't there to pop it with a Fey Grenade, but yeah, it's very good. Doesn't allow DK or Batrider to initiate with too much confidence. They don't have other ways right now to cancel it outside of their big spells. The Dragon Tail, the Lasso. Ooh. No, I really like Nisha's itemization in this game. After the Witchblade, go for the Yules because it's cheaper and defensive, then the Lincolns, then the Blink. He has pretty much prevented all of Tundra's aggression. On top of that, of course, Puppy as well, just with the cogs and just putting his body in the way. Oh, hook shot in.
Puppy's in. He's going to look straight towards Ruby, but Snaking's able to force his way out of the combo. 9, he's just watching the fight, looking for the time to jump, and here it is. 33 gets in. There with the lasso, make sure that he gets the catch.
They finally found him. After all this time, Nisha was playing so well at keeping the waves pushed out and preventing Tundra from fighting, and as soon as I praise him, he gets picked off.
Now it's 33 at the ready with the Fey Grenade in his neutral slot. And that Lincoln's not providing as much safety as Nisha would hope it would.
They did give it off to him instead, yep.
And now for the Roshan. 33 is going to get jumped though. A couple of hits there for the Deso. He's taken down. They've lost the bat. See Secret try and push for more. There's going to be a buyback from Nisha. Secret want to try and take this fight around the pit. Tundra's got to back away. Hook shot up. Puppy. They'll try and close in onto 9. Trap him in the cogs. 9. Has he got any way out of this? They'll try and stand his ground with the BKB, but he's been taken out. Ice jumps in with the ultimate. Snaking also to fall. Nisha catching Saxa with the Dream Coil. Saxa will attempt to force to safety, but Nisha takes him down as well. 4 dead on Tundra. As Secret, they'll be able to step into the pit. And of course, with the TA and their Deso, this is going to be an easy Roche for the squad.
Again, the discipline from Secret. This has been a 10-minute ordeal that they have positioned heroes here to prevent Tundra from doing this. Don't forget, at the 20-minute mark, Tundra had 5 heroes outside the pit, but they opted not to do it because they respected the fact that they aren't the quickest at doing it. And in that alone, it bought time. And 33, a rare moment of an overextension. He blinks up to the high ground with the gem, realizes that there's a ward there, and Secret instantly ready to punish that blink. It was a little bit ambitious, but in doing so, it opened up the rest of the fight. Nice little hook shot came off cooldown and prevented. I gotta give it to him. Coddle nearly kept him alive by pushing the clock far enough away to prevent him cogsing. The small plays didn't work out this time, but yeah, Secret, after 10 minutes of patience and farm, they finally break open this game and get an advantage.
Bottom, Lasso's there.
Ah, well, everything I said is taken back by this.
Radiant's top tower deserves just as much help as
I gotta stop talking about Secret. I praise Nisha, he dies. I praise Secret again, Chrysalis dies. I'm just gonna stop talking about Secret.
Radiant's top tower has looked better.
Now, do you think it's sort of understandable this game that they put the Aegis on Nisha rather than Chrysalis?
I mean, in hindsight, if Chrysalis had it, he'd have died twice. So I'm really happy they put it on the on the puck. No, but yeah, jokes aside though, the way that Secret is playing, it is Nisha who's the one meant to be up front soaking up this damage, so him having the Aegis allows him to be even more confident. This death on Chrysalis, it's just after being so stagnant for 10 minutes, you get Roshan, you kind of get a bit excited. Oh guys, we're winning the game now, we can do a little bit more. And in doing so, that lapse of judgment, you get out of position, you get picked off. Yeah, Secret, even though they played so well, they need to be calm now.
Oh.
But no, Tundra still have plenty of damage to kill anyone that they find.
Yeah, Skeeter, of course, terrifying in his ultimate form with the Aghanims. He's going to get the Silver Edge next. Aghanims done for Zayat. And the support Zeus. It's going to be able to throw out a fair bit of damage. Of course, Ice definitely turning into a bit of a carry on his own with the Basher finished after the BKB. You cannot underestimate the potential of Marcy when they're in the front lines with the ultimate pop. They could cause a lot of disruptive problems.
Especially because he has Armlet and the Basher, the attack speed, the all-out, just the strength that you have. You get onto one of these supports on the backline, you find a Cottle and get a lucky Bash, you're going to put him to pretty low HP. No Tundra there. They still want to look for a fight. They know how easy it is to kill off this TA.
Secret really continuing to just be able to outmaneuver each thing that Tundra try and make happen. You know, something they struggled with in game 1. You know, game 1 very much under Tundra's control for the most part. This game too, Secret putting up an excellent fight at just slowing down Tundra and making Tundra really have to rethink about how they want to go about continuing the advance in this game. I mean, they hold a 3K lead, but it's starting to dwindle.
It feels like a very classic Secret game where they just want to stay on their own side of the river, push them out, make sure you have the right heroes in the right places, so if Tundra looks to make a smoke or a gank, they're running into a clock or a puck. And if you do that for 10, 15, 20 minutes straight, an aggressive lineup, it slowly kind of loses its steam a bit. I think for Tundra, they're still very happy scaling into this game. DK getting an Orchid, you got the AC now and Dawnbreaker. Like, if they find a fight with initiation, they will get the kills. I can see here.
A dark interval.
Oh, he's very dead to once here, Nisha. We'll see if he gets back up. We can get out of this. It's got the phase shift and Secret, they're in at the side. Ice is going to go in and commit with the ult, but the lasso was there. They lock down Ice. He gets the BKB in the low stop. Puppy's going to come in with the backup. Hook shot on the coach to try and trap Skeeter, but Skeeter's able to fly out to the side. Turns in, takes down Puppy, but Ice still stands strong. In fact, he's taken on 9 pretty much 1v1, and 9's got to run. The BKB comes through, and the bolt comes crashing down from Zayas. They take down 9. They'll look towards Skeeter as well. He's up on the cliff, but they've got the vision. Skeeter goes down. 3 dead on Tundra.
They used absolutely everything to kill off Nisha in the first life, and in doing so, just gave Secret the confidence to just run through. And we got to see that beautiful Ice damage.
This is the power of Marcy at this point. I think you got that BKB basher armlet. You are ready to go. You get in on the fight, you pop all the buttons, and you're just tearing down the enemy.
They just died so quick. Cuddle, he like showed up to a fight, and then 2 seconds later, just one round of Unleash, he was dead.
And maybe just becoming a little bit too much for Tundra to deal with in these team fights. Secret's cause getting very, very strong now. Crystallis leading the way. Now he's got also the protective items done with the BKB and the Lincolns. He's 3,200 gold towards his DPS item. That Daedalus is going to be coming out next.
And something the Secret's doing right now, like we see other teams do as well, is when you're against this Fey Grenade +1 combination, you have 2 Lincolns in the team. So Nisha, at some points, he's putting his Lincolns onto the TA, sitting further back, so that you can't have that double pop. Yeah, you see the fight here, look. He's already killed off the core at the start of the fight.
So much at Ice to try and deal with him.
It was nice for Puppy. He hookshot it in, creating a little cage match between the Dawn and the Marcy. Didn't allow either of them to get out, forced them to fight. You two pick each other off.
Is under attack.
Yeah, just putting the Dawnbreaker even that low. And it all was because Nisha absorbed so much of the damage, absorbed that Solar Guardian, it allowed Secret just to take the fight. So just nice poking from them. Tundra's unable to find any aggressive move, it feels, for like the first 15 minutes, last 15 minutes, sorry. Like, don't forget, this was Tundra that was demolishing Secret in laning phase in these early rotations. Every Dawn ult, easy kills, but now,
Puppy,
they're falling.
And he's going to get jumped by Skeeter in return. Nisha ready to dive in. Dreamcore's going to get dropped down. The Solar Guardian's healing up Saxa. Saxa will be saved. Now 9 will look to turn. Runs down Puppy. Ice. He's ready to go with the BKB in the ult again. Look at him just beating into Skeeter. Skeeter has to run. They have the lasso to control Ice for now, but Skeeter's still so low. He's got to continue to back off from this. Ice will jump in with the rebound. Snake King caught out. Skeeter taken out by the illusory orb. Once again, Tundra just getting destroyed in these team fights by Secret.
Oh, Ice. There you go. Now he's out. Tundra just can't break down the map. I don't know what else to say. They've tried for like 15, 17 minutes. Every time they have, they just run into Secret. Secret is just so perfectly positioned in this game. Octarine complete on Puck as well.
Shouldn't have to take this abuse.
And Ice to kill them. You know, he's just having a great time on this Marcy.
Yeah.
He's had some rough games this tour, but this one, he's popping off. He's turning into sort of a real carry on his own right here. I mean, he doesn't have close to the net worth of his other 2 cores, but we're seeing how much he gets done with the tools that he has on this hero.
Yeah, he's making sure when he initiates, it's his Unleash is putting a hero to death or to half HP. It's not some of these, oh, I've jumped in, I've got to run away. Yeah, he's making them run from him.
He's got that Crystallis done as well. And with the push.
Structures have been snow fortified.
Fortification. Of course, Secret to back off for now. It's DD Room waiting for them at the top, and 20 seconds or so, we'll see what the state of Roshan's going to be.
And doing so, these previous fights that Tundra have lost, they gave away a gem. So Puppy's been running around the map with this gem that he's taken from Snaking, and you can feel it on the vision. 3 dire wards to the 1 of Tundra. Tundra is really hard for them to break out onto this map and find any of his plays.
Double damage.
no. DK just drew the line mid. It's like, guys, please. We got to do something. Rubik as well. They want to leave their base. They want to find kills.
Rock it on.
20 seconds to rush. It's going to be a short respawn. Something that could definitely benefit Secret whilst they hold the game in this position. And at this point, they take it down very, very quickly. In the right clicks of Ice and Crystalis.
And it's off.
And they'll be able to open up a bit more of the map around this point as well. Tier 2 tops taken down. Tundra, they have smoked up. But as we see, pretty much for the last 20 minutes, it's just proven to be impossible almost for Tundra to make plays themselves. Secret have been incredibly prepared. And making sure they don't get caught out by any sort of surprise that Tundra tries to throw at them.
Now just going Roshan. Again, I just double-checked in the last 10 minutes. They've killed Clockwork twice. They killed Marcy and a TA. Like, they've rarely found these big team wipes. And in doing so, Secret, once again, get to go into the pit, get an Aegis set. Very healthy now.
Crystalis incredibly farmed. I mean, he's maybe playing it safe.
Daedalus into Swift Blink, most likely?
Yeah. That's what he's got ready to go. And he's also, at the moment, saving money for buyback on top of that. This time around, he will take the Aegis himself.
Yeah, Secret positioning bottom after Roshan, you naturally kind of gravitate towards playing the area with the shrines as well. It helps because if you take the fight, you have buyback advantage, TPing onto that shrine. Oh, he's actually swapped up. He's going Daedalus and he might be going for the Axe. Okay. A little bit more presence. These TA players with their Agnims, they farm one side, they get to always TP in. A lot less pressure on them to have to, keep a TP available and be in the right position.
Coming in.
Of course, Secret. No hesitation to make an aggressive move here. Bit of a pause from Tundra.
Checking the ping, Owen. Just in case.
No, it's the mouse.
Oh, it's the mouse. Okay, not the ping.
It's the mouse.
Who's got the highest ping in this game, actually? I'm checking now. Puppy's got 50. Crystalis got 47. Interesting.
This is a tough spot for Tundra to be in. We've seen, pretty much most of the time, right, it's a team that gets ahead, they close it up. This is definitely a bit of a different spot here for the team that they've been used to in this tour. See how good their capability is to turn the game around when difficulty rises.
And it all starts with how they set up a fight, right? They need to be able to break out of the base, find that jump onto the TA, because once Aegis is out, if you get the Dragon Tail or the Lasso onto the TA, she's gonna die. It's like a 2600 HP hero. There isn't some like Satanic or like the Axe to TP out after. They are able to throw everything onto one hero. And once TA is dead, you might be able to take the fight, but then now we have to also put into question the Marcy pumping out a lot of damage. The Zeus support about to complete refresher. So this narrative of just kill TA is fading as time goes on, and it makes it a lot difficult. Like Tundra's entire lineup was built around punishing the TA early on, finding the kills, swarming the map, DK being the tower hitter. Now that's not happened. They really need Secret to be not in the correct position so they can use their kind of old strategies at this point in the game. Team fighting is not really Tundra's best friend. They need to find an opportunity, once again, with numbers advantage.
Ready to get the game back on here.
Also, there's the opportunity with refresher. The good old, they walk up to tier 3s, you lasso a guy to tier 4, lasso again to the edge of your fountain. Like that classic Batrider Dota right now. That might be what Tundra's talking about. Rubik skills dispose, you dispose a guy in, then double lasso back in. Like,
that's true. Dispose into lasso, you're going to be able to make sure that the enemy covers quite some distance.
For a blinding light on top of that as well, a little bit more movement. Like they have multiple forms of movement in this game. If Secret does get a bit over aggressive, the fountain could be Tundra's 6th man.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Secret might have the lead, but the high ground push is going to have to be very carefully done. And you can feel that as well. They might have the Aegis Secret, but taking their time with this next step.
Really nice traps from Crystalis as well. These little tree line traps, saw the Coddle sneaking out and instantly kills him.
Well, his stacks are out of the game for 70. Doesn't have buyback available. Maybe be a bit of an opportunity to make a move, and they will know that he's not got that buyback. It's down to cooldown, not for financial reasons. And they're going to try and jump for more. Quick lift up to send Skeeter away from the rest, and Puppy tries for the hook shot, but once again, locked by a teammate.
Not much good's happening to Radiant's bottom tower.
Not able to get out of the way in time. So Skeeter will be fine.
Keeping them in their base, slowly growing this lead.
For a little overwhelming blink done now onto Nisha. He's really starting to get to enjoy the late game life here as the puck. Level 28. Very much stacked up.
Oh, this is so disgusting now when you see this puck actually. Overwhelming blink. Is he going for Wind Waker as well? Oh, okay. All right. Okay, question. His quick buy does say Brooch, then Wind Waker, but is he going to complete the Wind Waker first or the Brooch? The Brooch is a lot of damage.
It's very nice right against these high armor heroes like the DK.
Yeah. Being able to just throw some more magical damage in, upgrade that Witchblade at this point in the game. We don't see that often, but once you're already slotted, a free upgrade's an upgrade.
Looks like Secret, even though they have the Aegis, they're more than happy to weigh out their next big purchases. Ice, a few hundred gold off having a Lincoln's for himself.
Honestly, I'd like to see the Wind Waker first, though, because you think about the type of siege that Secret will have, just TA by herself hitting. The fact that Tundra relies on kind of the Batrider lasso to bring them so deep into the base. You put a Wind Waker there, you're mitigating all of that. You're kind of helping out, so could be a good option. But yeah, very much Tundra. They don't want to leave their base. They don't want to do anything now on the map. Unless they have a gem to find the traps to see the vision. Even if they smoke out, there's a chance that Zeus will just have the feeling and poof, throw up an ultimate. We see you. Marcy completes the Lincolns as well. There's, what was it, 4 Lincolns? Oh god.
As, unfortunately for Tundra, not enough Fey grenades to deal with that. Only the one. Of course, even at this later stage, he's still holding on to because of that Lincoln's breaking value.
After this game, next patch, like the Fey machine gun. A rapid fire of 3 Fays in a row or something. There's too many Lincolns, but just enough as well.
More top. I know that Saxa's around. He's trying to push out this top wave.
Unstoppable!
I mean, he's pretty much the only one that's being able to get out on the map here for Tundra. The rest of them staying very close to their base.
Silence. I'm out.
What?
And the speed in which they go from fighting
was he able to grab that? Oh, he was. That was.
Did he yoink?
That was Nine's drop there. That's a very tasty one for Secret to steal, especially for Nisha. He's able to steal the enemy's time, this relic.
Oh, that's big. Like the speed in which they kill top TP mid, not many people be ready. Oh god, playing that quickly, but yeah, he wasn't ready for that. That's a banging steal.
That is a top tier steal there, indeed. That's definitely a very, very strong tier 4, and would have been great in the hands of many of Tundra's heroes. That extra debuff duration would have been huge on heroes like the last, the Batrider or the Rubik. Yeah. But as it is, Nisha, he's going to be the one to play with it.
And Secret, they'd already found all their neutral items, so there's no way he could have got one himself.
He's going to be happy with that one, Nisha.
Oh, Puppy just throwing out the hook shot.
Testing out the old hook shot.
So kills top, TP's mid.
And we're going to see the little grab of the time, this relic. Indeed was dropped there by 9, but Nisha, I think as soon as he jumped in, 9 was just he's terrified. He had to start running and didn't quite realize that the relic had already hit the ground.
More of that.
That hurts. Because again, if the puck's closer, it won't spawn, so he kills it just before the blink in, so matter of seconds. Nisha, absolute freebie there.
Now, of course, with the time passing, he just has now left the hands of Crystalis. So for Secret, it really is just a case of how careful do they want to proceed to push in the base. It may very well rest on just waiting for that next Roshan. I mean, they're going to definitely feel the lead that they have. And considering the scaling potential that their heroes do have in return to what Tundra do, I don't think there's much of a rush for them. Secret, they're happy to take the chill way out of this.
Yeah, Secret, they realized that all of their strengths have been from their own defensive positioning, playing underneath their vision, the Rocket Flare, the Zeus Soul, the TA traps. All of that is completely removed when you go to the high ground. So with a 20k lead, a 30k lead, it's not going to mean anything because Tundra, they regain their strength underneath the cover of their tier 3s with that quick initiation, like we mentioned already, that drag back from the Batrider. So yeah, very much Secret. They don't want to give Tundra this opportunity to kind of regain the lead, to kind of play their draft. So they are just kind of farming everything, building this 25k lead, waiting for the next Aegis. Then they might attempt it, you know, throw a couple bodies in, test the waters and see how Tundra does defend. I'd be surprised if Secret just rushed into the high ground before the Aegis.
I don't think it's going to happen. They'll wait for that Roshan. Get these next few items done. And we got Puppey working towards an Aghanims. Zayat's ready to play around the blink after he's had this Ags refresher completed. Aghanims after the Swift blink for Crystallis. And we'll be into the Hex.
Look at the net worth in this game. How Secret has stalled it out so long. The Zeus is now the same net worth as the Marcy. They're both about to overtake this Batrider. Just 4 farmed heroes, even, you know, of course, popular. Everyone's actually really farmed in this game. Sure, Secret has a lead, but the fact that all heroes are like 11k plus gold, this Rubik hasn't fallen off. Of course, they all innately farm in their own way.
It just goes to show as well, you know, how much Secret's been able to take out of the map and out of the fact that the kills that they got were obviously the bigger kills later on. You know, it's 22 to 23. Very close to the kills, but there's a 25,000 gold difference.
Really nice recovery from Crystallis and Nisha. I think just the way that Secret played this early game, or the mid game, sorry, to recover from their early game. And now, walking into Roshan. Refresher, Cheese, and Aegis.
Who's taking the Refresher? Any big moves to be made with that?
Yeah, you'll throw on the Zeus, get some triple ults, triple Nimbuses
That's
out.
a lot of damage to throw out in a team fight.
Probably a bit excessive though. Also, okay, they are just going to do it. All right, I rate that. The other option was going to be put it on ice, allow himself to jump in, BKB jump one person, refresh, pivot, go for another hero. But no, instead, they put it on Zeus. They want to throw out 3 Thunder God's Wraths, 3 Nimbuses. Poor little Rubik's going to show in the fight and die.
Just buyback situation across the board. Everybody apart from Saxa hasn't. Even he is just 300 gold off. So Tundra very close to being prepared for a full-on defense with 2 rounds of lives to throw at them when Secret do come for the siege.
Dude, this high ground fight is going to be so hype because Tundra has had like they've had like 15 minutes to talk about how they're going to defend this, right? They've not left their base. They've not had to talk about smoke movements or Roshan contests. They've literally just been talking about how do we fight at tier 3s. So they have to have a plan. They have to have something in their tank to prevent Secret from just walking in and taking over the game. Or finishing the game.
Oh, snaking! It's going to try and start things off. They're going to look to attempt to jump Nisha here outside of the base. They have to back away. Hookshot attempted by Puppey, but he gets blasted back by Saxa. So won't be able to get in. The Crystal is up with the DD, jumps in, pretty much takes down Saxa with that one hit. So Secret, they'll get a kill out of that one. Tundra trying to play aggressive there. They sought for an opportunity to get in on top of Nisha while he showed himself, but they couldn't quite cleanly take him down.
And it's the multiple Lincolns. That initiation, they break it on puck, but Ice is in position with his Lincolns, throws it onto the puck, prevents that next stun coming in. And the speed of the Nimbus, yeah, just very much Secret are ready. Like Crystallis right now, he's got 2 Lincolns plus his own. He's got 3 Lincolns. Like he could walk up to this high ground. Look at this. 1, 2, 3.
Tower's got problems.
And a Lotus to boot. Yeah.
They're trying to get through them the best they can.
And a Psychic BKB. Yeah, this is one well-defended TA.
And look, they're getting the tower.
Radiant's
Secret
bottom tower is no more.
take the tier 3. Now smoke up now behind Crystallis.
So, steady.
Until Sax is back up.
1 Lincolns, 2 Lincolns.
We can just continue to
3
break
Lincolns.
Crystallis up.
Still got 1 more. That's 4 Lincolns.
How do you jump this man? They're going to try. They're in with the Starbreaker, but the Hex is there, and 9, they've got to get it back to safety. It's been caught by the Dream Coil, but it's a little bit too deep for Secret to try and push on for the kill. Crystallis will try and turn his attention towards the melee racks, and he'll get it. Melee racks taken, range racks as well. It will fall. Secret, they get the full set of racks down bottom. Tundra not able to stop them.
Got to give it to Secret. This 4 Lincoln strategy, you don't see it often, but this is one of the best games for it to work. The only way for Tundra to get some comeback fight is by locking on a single target spell onto this TA, and they're not able to find it right now. I'm just going to keep track of these Lincolns. All right, we've still got 2 running.
And they'll back off for now, Secret. They've still got 2 minutes to play with the Aegis. And with as well as the push went down bottom, every reason to believe they'll go for another. Zayas is going to have the refresher or back off cooldown on top of the refresher shard. So A lot of damage to throw out. Again, Nisha just continuing to have a great time here, hitting level 30.
Level 30 with Wind Waker as well.
All the money in the world here.
So they've got 4 Lincolns, a Lotus Orb, a Wind Waker, triple Zeus Salt, triple Nimbus.
He's going to have a full axe coming his way as well. Chrysalis. Blessing and all.
Boom, there it goes.
Still very much being careful about this.
Snaking actually has coil, so they do have at least some aggressive spell that they can throw down on this TA, and maybe pre-BKB break it.
With the silence, 9, he's going to get caught up by the Hex. They'll be able to get him back to safety, but the hook shot's in. Puppy's ready to go and chase him deep under the tier 4s. Chrysalis is in with the BKB, focuses towards 9. He'll just be able to get out with the invis. As they've killed off Ice here, Tundra, and they try for more. Chrysalis's Aegis will soon be coming to an end. Snaking's trying to get in with a setup onto Nisha, but Nisha's out with a Wind Waker.
Here I am.
It's so hard to kill anyone. Secret even diving in. Nisha is so far behind the tier 4s, prevents, buys it a little bit of time, allows for Secret to retreat. Sure, Marcy does go down.
I mean, it was a good dive from Nisha. I mean, 9 was just about to survive getting back to the fountain, but I believe Nisha just chased him out.
Gonna give it to Tundra. They did technically hold. They had to only use the Rubik buyback, but in doing so, they kind of told Secret, like, guys, if you want to come to our high ground and you don't have an Aegis, you better be ready to keep this TA alive. And Aegis is about to expire.
It's gonna go.
We could continue this game on. Wait for next Aegis.
I think so. Set your timers.
Make a cup of tea, lads.
Absolutely. Get your food in the microwave.
3 minutes until it might respawn, and 3 minutes after that potentially. So we're in for a long one.
I think so. Secret. No need to rush it. They can play it safe. It's worked out for them so far. 37k lead.
Oh, that's the play, actually. Tundra gets the tier 5 items, get a couple more Lincoln's Breakers in the mix.
Well, whatever Lincoln's Breakers do we have at that stage? What, the Book of Shadows, does that break Lincoln's?
Yeah, did test it today. It's Book of Shadows and the Force Boots. So if they can get those Lincoln's Breaks, then you got Fey Grenade, Force Boots, Book of Shadows.
Might actually do it. Like that.
Just Lincoln's gone. Yeah,
it might be the strap.
Could be the strap.
Like a good bobble.
All right, Tundra playing for 60 minutes. As soon as he saw the 4 Lincolns, oh, so smart, so smart.
Little bit of late game Manta action here from Skeeter. He's ready to push out these waves with the illusions from the safety of his base. These are some huge illusions. Look at these dragons go.
Whew. Hey boys, unfortunately we don't have Bloodlust or anything. Might get the giant strength to make him even bigger later.
That would be exciting. That's the one he's hoping for, Skeeter. Oh, bottom lane. They're with the fight. They've caught Saxter. See, they get the last off onto Puppy. Puppy does die for this.
Gem down.
I mean, a 1-for-1 whilst they're 39k down. Tundra, they'll take that.
Yeah, and the respawn time, Puppy with 110 seconds compared to Keeper like 60.
Surprise.
Aghanims, Lasso as well, ready for 33 on the next defense.
He's still holding the Fey Grenade.
I need those Lincoln's Breakers.
Literally, that's it.
They need them.
The question is, will Secret allow Tundra out of the base to even farm any of their tier 5?
It's going to be difficult.
Just the ward coverage, where the creep waves are, like, if you look at the heat map of Tundra, they've pretty much been in their base. It's going to be lit up like a Christmas tree. That's basically Tundra for the last half an hour now. 33 agrees with the laughter.
And a minute until when we see Roche's back up. So we're going to have a bit more downtime until that.
Look at that heat map. Oh, not often do you see that. That's beautiful. That is just their base. Oh.
Hexstone for Chrysalis. All catch ready for him. Well, you see ice,
And look at the flip side, everywhere. Outside the base, parked ready. If you come and show, we're gonna come and kill you.
Tundra's smoking.
They're looking for it. Yeah, Secret very aggressive with theirs.
Smoking out just to get a bit of farm from the triangle.
They're getting their tier 4 neutral items. We haven't mentioned it yet, but they've only had two tier 4 neutral items.
And they lost one.
And they lost one of them.
They lost one of them.
So this entertainment about tier 5s and Lincoln's Breaks, they've got to get through tier 4 first.
I mean, they've got to be so careful being outside the base as they are.
Dominating.
And yeah, just like that, there's the jump Saxa. Taken out.
Dead again, but does have buyback. probably one of the better deaths that you want to have on your team. And at least this is a smoke, not to find kills. They got their vision out. They now have 3 high ground wards going from the Ancients all the way up to Roshan. It gives them an opportunity to send a hero out to maybe farm out these neutrals for the tier 5 neutral items. But any vision that this team can get right now is fundamental.
Oh, bottom. They're in with the Hex initiation. Crystallis, he's able to find 9. Whew.
100 to 0 so quickly.
And they might not have the Aegis, but with 2 heroes dead on Tundra, I'll see if Secret want to push this.
Zeus still has this refresher shard. He's not used it at all. He's just been playing on a refresher the entire time. Big opportunity to get another Rex. Force out some buybacks.
Yeah, 3 against 5. What can Tundra do to stop this? Do they want to buy back for this mid-Rax? 20 seconds on Saxon. He doesn't want to spend the money. Nisha. Driving the tier 4s here. We'll force out the Eon Disc from snaking. Dropping the ults as well. They're trying to get him a snaking. He's able to make his way out of the Nimbuses. We'll see the jump forward. They've got the lasso on a Crystallis. They'll come in with the Solar Guardian. The buyback for 9 as he'll look to commit into this fight. But he's got to be careful. The Hex comes out. He brought back for this one.
Another Hex.
They're trying to continue to stay on top of 9. They've got to save their Dawnbreaker. They're getting back to the base in time. Because the damage, it's been done. Secret, they're able to take the mid set of Rax.
Yeah, at this point, they can just go for more. The stalemate has slowly broken. With Rubik with no buyback, you just throw the Lincolns back in Crystallis. No lasso on Batrider. Sure, he has a refresher. So that's not enough to get him deeper into the base.
And Skeeter's going to try and jump the backlines. He's straight in on this. He's going to get caught by the dispose, and with the BKB popped, Ice can easily commit to take him down. 33's trying to do his best to cut the creep wave. Has to put the refresher to get the blink back out to safety. He'll get back to the base. Skeeter buys back.
And because it's only one lane, the other 2 lanes are pushing in, so Tundra can't rely on backdoor to help them here.
Radiant's top tower has
3 Lincolns, 4 Lincolns. Plenty of Lincolns on this Crystallis once again.
54k lead here for Secret.
Barracks have fallen.
I'll definitely stick around for the Megas. Or maybe the fortification. They're in with the jump. Ice trying to see if he can get him with the rebound. Crystallis standing his ground. Will be able to get the Megas. They're now up and against Tundra.
The Dire now has Mega creeps.
And with that, Secret, they'll continue to play it safe as they want here. Roshan is up and ready.
Oh. A very quick Roshan. Another refresher for the Zeus. Zeus also has an arcane blink, so pumping out so many spells from the backline. We mentioned everything about killing this TA. We've not even had to mention like the fact that Puck is on the backline is killing anyone. Zeus is free casting this entire time.
Oh, bottom lane, no.
3 hexes, yeah.
It's been found. He's out of the game for 2 minutes.
Beautiful Venn diagram of death there. Dawnbreaker without buyback.
I think finally, you've got to imagine, we must be seeing the NT.
It has to be.
62k lead, 9 out for 2 minutes.
No tier 5 neutral lines. It hits the 60-minute mark, but no way they're going to farm them. Or maybe if you're Secret, you might, but if you're Tundra.
Crystallis, he's looking for the Hex opportunities. Again, all these Lincolns piled up on the TA. They can't get him off their towers.
I mean, I don't think many teams could deal with this. They finally popped all the Lincolns, but then there's a Lotus to cancel that.
Oh, 33's going to try and get in on this.
Instant bash though.
He's in with the lasso. He'll try and get them up towards the tier 4s, but he gets taken out. Skeeter commits in with the BKB. Ice on top of him. This DK just getting torn to pieces by the Marcy. As that'll be it. GG finally called it. 69k lead.
Nice.
From Team Secret as they'll take game 2T.
What a game from them, honestly. I think this was classic good old Secret where 15-20 minutes into the game, you realize what's gone wrong, so you go super defensive, you wait until you're strong enough, and then you just
Okay, thank you for watching, guys. Secret versus Tundra 1-1. Game 3. Bye bye.